Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Jacob of Paradox Multimedia here, and welcome back to another stream. I am joined once again by
Hello.
Cyglav, aka Luna, and of course Brandon. Says nothing.
Does nothing.
What?
Christmas.
Deforestation.
Team no trees. I went to
Team
boil
Apply.
water for my tea and I didn't turn my thing on.
Team Deforestation.
Team Apocalypse.
Team Venus by Saturday.
What?
No, I love it.
Do either of you have some cobblestone I could mooch so I don't have to make a wooden
Yes.
pick?
No.
Here. Have cobble.
Okay.
Stone Age, yay!
Which ironically has a wooden pickaxe. That's the... Oh no, getting an upgrade, okay. Getting an upgrade has the stone axe. I was gonna say...
It used to be the iron one.
Really? Yeet, I see no
I'm
game,
pretty
only
sure.
face. Oh, sorry, Jake. There we go. Oh, crap. I don't have it. Hang on. Nope, that's
One
the
of these
wrong
days I will
scene.
indoctrinate you into the Armored Core universe. I already got Brandon interested.
Okay. Oh, that is way too big.
Join us.
Okay.
Well, I found a community, a Discord community that actually sets up matchmaking and stuff for it.
That's cool.
Like, still,
There we
just
go.
because the 360
Sorry about
servers are
that.
still
I
running.
forgot. I literally just got home like 10 minutes ago and was like, hey, let's stream. I mean, I told them beforehand we were going to stream, but that's pretty much how it went.
Glad you did it a little later, because I probably would have been asleep again. Because I was sleeping.
See, if I wanted to be home earlier, I had it planned out, but like I went to my parents to do laundry like I do most Sundays. And my parents were actually home, which was different. Usually they're not home, so I can just go and in like 3 hours I got my laundry done and I get home just in time to stream.
Alright, so we need food, stat.
I got
I'm working on that.
6 apples.
I got 14. I got 14 steak.
Well, I got 3 stacks of wood.
Let's make
No,
some
I'm
Rice
not-
Krispie treats.
Not even kidding you, I have a
The
stack of birch and
friggin-
2 stacks of oak.
Like the friggin' William Osmond video. I tried D&D for like the second time with a group of friends. On the first enemy, someone rolled a 20 to seduce them, and the GM quit. That's great. Were they playing a bard? Because that sounds about right.
Bart Tiefling, go burr. Hey, there's a cow up on the hill.
Yeah, probably one that has so far escaped Brandon's wrath. Yeah, they were a bard. Yep. That's what bards do. I mean, that's
Escape my wrath
how
for
most
now.
people play bards, because they're like, ooh, bard, charm.
Uh-huh.
It's-
Memes.
They follow the if there's a hole, there's a way philosophy, which is like, okay, that's one way to
Ooh.
play bard, but like,
Ooh woo.
like that's not the only way to play bard.
Yeah,
People watch Critical Role and see Scanlan and be like, yeah, that's how bards are.
Critical Role popular.
Like,
I
not
don't
to
wanna-
bash on Critical Role, I enjoy their stuff, but like,
Yeah,
like
I've heard it.
that's
I've
not-
heard they're really entertaining. But
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're professional voice actors, so like.
Yeah.
Well, it's like everybody's like, oh, barbarians have to be stupid, but like min-maxed, like Grog, or bards have to be like horny, like Scanlan, or like whatever, or like
that's
you
the
gotta
only way to
an
play.
edgy character who like serves the Raven Queen,
Oh,
who is also a
lovely.
half elf. I'm looking at a particular member of my D&D party who happens to be. Yeah, the guy who ran the game pulled me into another call and was like, you need to find people who aren't trying to F everything they see. Yeah.
What?
What was that sound?
What's that sound?
I just heard somebody else talking through someone else's microphone. Do you
Oh.
have someone?
Oh yeah,
Was that
yeah,
someone
those
else,
Nick.
Brendan?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I know no one else is here, and I know nobody like, pops into your room, Luna, so I'm like, Brendan, do you have something you wish
Mom,
to
get out of
talk
my
about? Mom, get out of my
Mom,
room,
get
I'm
out of my
playing
room.
Minecraft.
Brandon, who do you have tied up in your freaking
Oh!
closet this time?
I don't know. The
You
bard.
don't.
There is a
Ah.
librarian villager here. This is a perfect opportunity.
To
You
kill
found
it?
a village?
No! No! Remember single emerald cost mending books? Or
Oh,
any enchantment
yeah.
we choose? Doesn't have to be mending, but you know what I go for?
Yeah, mending.
Oh, I had to punch him in the face because he was chasing me. It was weird.
It's like there's a misunderstanding. Punch. You're forgiven.
Oh, it's okay.
It's a good. Ow, jeez. I just walked up to him to try and move the boat, and he hit me.
It's a good
Fine.
thing. What?
You'll stay there then. But seriously though.
What's a good thing?
What?
You said it's a good thing, and then you stopped talking.
Oh, I just meant that made sense.
Hmm.
That he hit me. What was I saying? Before. Oh yeah, looking at a particular. When I was mentioning about the whole thing with like the edgy character serving the Raven Queen and like being a half elf or whatever, that's pretty much describes Jon Snow, aka Daniel's character from my party.
See, I'd be the kind of person who'd make something kind of outrageous and dumb. I'd probably be like some sort of freaking hobbit, anti-paladin or something stupid.
I'll play D&D again.
What was I gonna say? I chose to be like an oddball in our group because I was like, okay, what is no one playing? And they're like, sorcerer. I'm like, okay, I'll be a sorcerer. Just be a black dragonborn. With instead of taking the obvious route and going draconic sorcerer or whatever. I think it was out of Xanathar's. I chose to be a what the heck is it? Divine bloodline or something. Instead of draconic bloodline. So I don't like get wings when I hit level 16 or whatever. But like I've got certain other things to my level ups and whatever, and like my character is like chaotic neutral, but that's just because like he's a outlander, so like he kind of does whatever. But like he kind of butts heads a lot with Jon Snow, which I think you've seen that firsthand.
I was hiding in your office
I don't remember
last
if that
time.
was one of the sessions. I think
Because I really just didn't
it
want to
was
hang
some
out with
session,
people.
but which is fine. I kind of gave you the option anyways. But what was I saying? Yeah, so like despite my character being chaotic neutral, like he does have a moral compass, which is kind of the thing that some people get wrong about alignments. Is like your alignment doesn't determine your morality. Like you can be like lawful good, but still be like a selfish person. Like you can be chaotic evil, but still like not be a total monster. And that's kind of where the argument about like alignment comes into play, where like oh, you wouldn't do this because you're this alignment or whatever. Like no,
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm playing the character. I know how they work. Like, yeah, it does make sense that like why would you make your character like lawful good if you're gonna go and like murder everyone? But, like,
well, I'm a Capricorn, so
I'm neurodivergent.
Shut up.
Literally.
Mood.
I just mean like, okay, so like, the way I like to
Spibber.
look at alignment, which is how
Yeah.
some people look at it, is like, good just means like you put the betterment of others over yourself. So whereas evil tends to mean like, your goals are more like selfishly based rather than like group based. And like chaotic is more just like you don't play by any rules, or like you don't have a creed or whatever. Whereas lawful is like you have a set of rules, even if it's not like you follow the law. More just like a code of thieves, like thieves' honor and such.
Hmm.
You could play that as lawful. What do you say? I had someone. Oh gosh! I stopped to read chat, and then a creeper's like, "Yeah,
Neat.
lovely day. It's nighttime."
And then there's me, just deforesting. Still.
I had someone try to be a kobold / half orc, and we were sitting there for like probably 30 minutes trying to figure out what it would look like an artist. The group made a quick search and it looks funny as heck. I have to send it to you if I find it. Please do. See, that's another thing that people don't generally do is like mix races, because generally the idea is like if you're playing a half anything, it's half human. More because like it makes more sense for a human to do that than for like any other creature, but possibly also because it's easier to like combine their stats. Like I imagine a kobold and an orc have wildly different stats, so trying to balance that is like, huh? And then we've got my friend Travis's character in my campaign, who's like he pulled the whole thing where like his character died, so his new character is his son. But in our D&D campaign, which my campaign's not D&D, but it has similar rules. In the D&D campaign, he had let's say a fling with a gnome, and he is a barbarian Goliath, a Goliath barbarian. And so his son is half Goliath, half gnome. So it's just like, he looks like a normal dude. He's not super tall, he's not super short.
Should have just been a Goliath with a gnome hat. That would have been funny.
Yes.
Goliath walking. No, just like give him like a big body, but like a small head.
I have a big
Make him
head
something
and
like
little
the
arm.
friggin' what are they called? The like dog guard thing or whatever from Undertale.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what I'm talking about.
Greater dog.
do.
Greater Dog, yes. Make it like Greater Dog. But,
It's
like,
so
with a
sad.
like a gnome-sized head. And like this big buff body.
Where did you guys go?
My fave.
I
I got a big
I
head and little
just walked
arms. Yep,
past
Meet
you,
the
actually.
Robinsons. I actually just recently watched a video about that the other day.
No. Okay, cool.
What am I doing? Do we have a furnace, or is that just being
I have
carried
a
around?
furnace.
Also, do
I
we,
have
like,
wood.
have a base of operations or anything, or are
We
we just
don't.
kind of like
I'm gathering
place down a
food because we
crafting
needed
table
food.
and then like you two just kind of split?
I haven't gone anywhere.
I'm wandering, gathering food because you guys said you wanted food. So
Yeah. Like D&D, there's a ton of things I could talk about D&D. I've only been playing for like 2-3 years now, but like I have like spent time looking into stuff and like reading through the books, and there's a lot of interesting stuff. Ooh,
I suck at reading, so that's probably not going to be a good thing for me.
Hmm.
I also
mean-
had D&D ruined for me, so...
D&D is also a game where a lot of the time it's better learned by doing.
Mm.
Which I
We've
found
only-
with my limited
I've only
experience
played
as a game
once, so.
master.
Mm. I had D&D ruined for me, so... Kinda. Don't really want to play a lot of the time. There's always like a stipulation now that I just don't want to deal with.
I mean, you made a character for mine campaign. You just haven't been able to play because whenever we meet up for mine, you just happen. Well, it's not that you just happen to have work. It's you can't control. You have a unique situation where you can't control when you're working. Speaking of which, when is it? I think the 8th we're meeting up again. And I don't remember. I think it's my session. Because I believe the last time we met was Nick's. My Nick, not your Nick. Imagine World, you can pick your own schedule. I mean, there are jobs like that. Not many.
Not in retail.
I mean, retail
Yeah.
is retail. You kind of get it partially. Like you tell them when you're available and they schedule it. Like there is the limitation of like you can't say I'll only work 3 days a week because they'll likely not schedule you only those 3 days a week. But for the most part, you can say like, hey, I prefer to work mornings, and you work mornings. And then, like, you kind of have the rest of the day to do whatever if you don't have anything else going on. Which, some people can get away with that, depending on their living situation.
How do y'all feel about 7 stacks of wood?
More.
More, okay, gotcha.
We gotta
Team
build
no
a
trees.
mansion to cover the world. I mean, I technically had the chance to decide my own schedule for the job I started. I mean, I still would have had to work Monday through Friday, which, I mean, that's ideal, I suppose. But, like, I got to choose, like, whether I was going to work, like, 8:30 to 5 or 9:30 to 6. Which might sound like it would have very little difference, but it means the difference between waking up an hour earlier and leaving an hour earlier. Or vice versa. Getting up later, but then leaving work an hour later. Which, like, makes sense. Anyhow.
So how much wood do you think is enough wood?
10 stacks.
Full inventory.
Full inventory of stacks of wood.
I mean, you said it.
Sitting around making sure things work as intended and fixing the occasional thing. Actually, perfect opportunity to ask. So the reason we're playing this new world here is because for some reason we can't.
Our server stopped working properly.
The server won't function properly with mods installed, which we can't figure out why. And because of it being on server.pro still, there seems to be very little we can actually find that's helpful or even regarding server.pro.
Everybody wants to go around and do bisect posting, not sponsored.
Like, did you mention the issue on stream already?
No. So basically, from what I understand, is whenever I've tried this on other versions and can confirm that it doesn't work on other versions also. So anything that has to do with Forge now, the server will automatically shut itself off as soon as anyone tries to join. Like, it just shuts off. And nobody can figure out why.
Log, I can tell you what's broken. Would just, like... Oh, you know the issue? What's the issue? Looks like we have 2 viewers now. Cool.
I found bees, but I'm gonna chop down the trees around the bees anyway, so you know.
Well, that's none of my business.
Deforestation. Team Venus.
Venus by Tuesday.
You know, we just set fire to everything. And then burned down all the trees. Venus, Venus, Venus.
Has to do with the way the client sends a handshake to the server, but the server decides to commit unlive. There are a few causes for it.
It works fine on vanilla. It does not work on anything that's like anything remotely beside vanilla. So it's really dumb.
So, were we just kind of like running around in this world, or
Yeah, it seems like what we're doing right now.
give
I
you
haven't left
access
spawn.
to the multi-craft panel? What does that mean?
Did they say multi MC?
They just said. Does the panel say multi-MC? Is that what you're asking? Probably have it up and ready in 5 minutes. I mean, we would need to get off the server for that, or like you would be shutting it down or whatever. Do you know about the multi-craft panel, Luna?
No.
And didn't I believe we gave you access to the server before, didn't we? When you were helping us with like the prototype server world?
Well, there's no more trees in my vicinity. Well, most of them are gone at least. Pretty much every spawn is now barren.
I was gonna say I was pretty sure you were opt for this server when we were having you show us like plugins and stuff in 1.7. Excuse me, 1.7.
Then again, we've reinstalled so many times something could have kicked him.
Then you might want to check on that.
And
Yep,
a bit.
server.pro.
Collecting wood. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Also, just a heads up that we may get kicked from the server while they're doing something if they are able to do this.
Bruh.
I mean, if they get it running, like...
We should do something different for a base.
I mean, we usually try to.
Point taken. Never mind.
Have we done, like, a fully underground base before?
Yes.
Yes. The only thing we haven't really tried is a sky base.
I mean, us
Which-
three playing.
Yes.
So we've done an ocean base too?
No.
Have we done?
I was gonna say, like, we could try doing an ocean base.
'Cause we haven't done an ocean base, we haven't done a sky base, and
Pull a
yeah, that's
pull a
about it.
Subnautica on this. Oh, Halo.
Hi.
Do you
I see
require,
stone.
do you require
texture.
food?
I require mental health.
I'm afraid I cannot quite provide that, but I can provide cooked pork chops. Are you using the free server
Else-
option from Server Pro? No, we are using
No.
what amount are you doing? Is it like the $10
I'm
one or
doing-
the $5 one?
It's the $10 4 gig.
Okay. No, we started out using the free server option, and then we got tired of waiting in queues like 1,500 plus long. So I bought a server,
Free.
and then later she bought a server when I wasn't able to afford one. Free? Yes, sadly, we had to abandon our communist ways.
Our server. For 5 minutes.
So I guess we're setting up a base here.
If I ever get like a Go XLR or something, or just like a soundboard, I want to have that as a preset. Just the free. Hi ho, hey ho. Like, oh hey, it's still got the Christmas texture pack.
It will until like January or something.
No, I once heard that the server files are everywhere. Yeah, things are a little topsy-turvy here on server.pro. Probably the reason why things break so often for us.
Yeah, it's like half of the reason why the worlds we have to keep swapping is because the worlds die in some manner. Like, we can't, like, stop the
Whoa.
server.
Look at this.
We're building our base here.
Look at this.
We're building our base here. There's an
This
exposed mine
is
shaft.
Awesome. Oh my
Brendan, get over here.
gosh. This is great. This is great. This
Brendan,
is
get
great.
over here.
I can't believe we had something like this so close to spawn.
That's an exposed mine shaft. It's such a high elevation.
How high? What's our elevation? I was gonna say how high are
65.
we? But so many world
I mean, I
files.
could-
Yeah, we've gone through quite a few on here. Some of them were just like worlds Luna played on. Some Luna and I. Some Luna and Brandon. Some
Yeah.
all three of us. Like there's a few.
Brendan, get your butt over
We've
here.
Never deleted any.
The community server stays. The 1.18.
Yes,
They've
there's a
worked
community
really
server
hard on that
we
one.
Have, which, we never thought to invite Jake to it.
I thought I did at one point, but I don't think I get a message back.
We
Fall
had,
into
we
the
had
world.
started a server that was just supposed to be like anyone could
Do whatever you
join,
want.
but not like a super public server like we had talked about doing. Just
No, it's more of an invite-only kind of SMP thing.
yeah,
Kind of build our own builds, make the island pretty.
basically like a realm, but not. It's possible that there's some server interface issues between files, possibly.
Yes. So whenever we swapped, worlds, specifically
Oh,
when we
yes.
swapped versions, we can't turn the server off and then swap worlds. So what typically will happen is the world will load
no.
as soon as the server turns
Bruh.
back on. And when the server turns back on a different version, it immediately reloads the chunks and kills the world that we've worked on.
Yeah, with like right after we recorded the episode, the stream where we played in the modded world and like made a ton of progression and just became like garlic bread gods.
Yeah,
It
1.18.
messed up our 1.18 world. Like my house there was like one wall and the rest was gone, and it was just like a sheer cliff.
There's
And, like,
also a battle
we
tower in the
had
middle of our
freaking
island.
Battle towers everywhere.
Thanks.
Jake,
And yet, at the same time, it was still like 1.18 terrain, so it's like, what the heck? Well,
Yeah, it was just like a chunk
I
error
have
to the
food.
max.
Thank you. I was gonna say, I have like 12 mutton now. I have 3 steak, 3 cooked chicken, 4 pork chops.
Alright, so what style of house are we thinking?
I just realized I made a wooden axe at the beginning and then never used it. As soon as I got stone, I was like, yep, you're dead to me. What sort of
I don't wanna-
house?
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore. Cottagecore. Yo, Kelsey! Welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm being a little bit loud, but it's been a while since you've caught a stream, so I'm excited. I'll fix it all, but it may come at a cost. Like, what are we talking?
Ropes, bombs.
Your soul?
Wow.
Sorry, Link.
I mean,
I can't give
see-
credit. Being deletion of sorts. Okay. I mean, deletion as far as, like, completely deleting all the server files, or, like...
Because if it's our souls, I don't have one, and I can't sell you. I can't give you my soul.
My soul's already been traded, so.
I thought your soul was as black as, your coffee.
No, I don't have one.
I still remember you telling me about you saying that to someone.
Yeah, Brandon.
Adding up server world files you want and starting from a clean slate. We can do that. Probably not right now while streaming.
Especially not with the community world.
No, you'd have to take the community world out because I just built that mansion, so
Yeah, and I'm still working on my massive fortress
So we would
prison.
probably have to do that on a different night to do that.
I know what I'm gonna build.
What are you gonna build?
wait a minute.
You'll see.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Server backup speedrun any percent. Look, I am blessed
Ow.
to have the stream running as smooth as it is. Like this, I have not had the stream run like this in a while, especially playing Minecraft past 1.16. Oh my gosh, this makes the... I mean, not that it was much good anyways, but this makes the Space Engineers stream from last week feel like absolute garbage looking at how this looks. Like, this is no lag, no drop frames whatsoever, at least as far as I can tell through OBS. Like, buttery
Space
smooth,
Engineers
best,
better.
best stream I've had in ages. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm about to die to zombies. Oh no.
With engineers.
I mean, I like Spengineers, but Spengineers lags the crap out of OBS. With
Yeah.
most
One of these
videos
days.
set to, like, complete lowest settings.
One of these days, I'm gonna take like 3 days off of work, and I'm gonna do a stream trying to beat Armored Core in one session.
Oh, Lord. Good
And-
luck on that.
Not one ending, I mean all of the endings on New Game Plus.
Holy crap.
Because I've done that and it takes about 30 hours.
Holy crap. Do a subathon, or like a charity stream. Okay. I don't know why, but I just made like 2 stacks of sticks.
Don't ruin our freaking wood supply.
I didn't touch your wood. I touched like some birch that I had. I'm gonna leave that sitting there, not make it more awkward than you just did. Anyways, cave. Who wants to go in first?
I'm building.
I can already
I'm a-
see iron from here.
I'm in a mine shaft.
So you're in the cave already.
I'm in the cave.
So who wants to go in the cave first? Brendan, I'm already there.
I'm already 4 parallel universes ahead of you.
There.
This is not Super Mario 64, which is an
Once
actual
again,
term, and I hate that.
Wait, what?
The parallel universe thing, it's a speedrunning
Oh
term
no,
for
I know,
Super
I know,
Mario.
I know about that.
Yeah, it's from Terminal Montage.
Oh, well, crap. I was trying to build a staircase, and gravity's like, no. Dang it. See, this happens like every time we start a new world. Brendan just like zooms off while
My timer's
like-
down.
what?
Brendan
time
is
is
like
down.
a Bed Wars champion, and he's kind of outclassing all of us here.
I mean, it used to be me who would like just run around before I even started building a house of finding crap. And now that I'm like focused on trying to do things on stream, it's like Brendan's taken that and been like, it's my time to shine. And like
My
finding
timer's down.
everything in the world before I can even like
You
set
just
foot
wait for the personal world.
the community server.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
you're pretty far ahead.
I
Shut
know
up.
how far he is.
I don't have to know how far he is.
You're gonna want to know.
Yeah, you're gonna want to know.
So,
Are you
You know
further
how-
than finding the portal?
Yeah.
he's got full netherite.
I mean, you had full netherite at one point.
I have full netherite. I found the portal. I went to the end. Dragon's not dead yet, but
I was gonna say you better not have killed that dragon without us.
yeah, I killed the dragon, got the egg.
I'm still so when I had a community server, I was like, okay, we're gonna wait until everyone can be on to go to the end and fight the dragon because I had found the stronghold.
Yeah.
And then my friend John's friend Max, just one day while I'm at work or school or whatever, because it was a couple years ago, I think around when I was still in college, and like, I go and message in like a group chat or something we had, and I'm like, okay, is everyone available to like go fight the dragon tonight? And then he's like, what do you mean I already did? And I'm like, excuse me? Like, I said we were gonna wait for everybody. Oh, well. Like, dude. Like, I get it. Like, it. But at the same time, like, it's my server. If I ask you not to do something, and you do it, like, come on. It's not that
That's
hard.
a ban.
It's not that hard to wait for people.
Ban hammer.
Clean your spleen.
All of your spleen are belong to us.
Our spleen.
Our spleens.
Yes.
Anyways, so yeah, I was mad about that for a while. What were we even talking about before that? Oh yeah, about the community server. Yeah, I need to get on there again at some point. I just, especially with Christmas, like I have not played. Like this is the first game I've played since like last weekend. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we got to play it all during the week. Okay. He was upsetty spaghetti. He could not forgetty. Yep. Okay, someone is right.
Oh. I was right there.
You get what you friggin' deserve.
I know.
Children, don't make me turn the server around.
I mean, Jake could do the same
I
thing.
stole my stuff.
Oh, where are all these skeletons coming from?
I don't know, but I had a golden apple, so.
I have wood.
Wood.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit here and watch your stuff.
Well, this is about as far as I'm gonna get with wood. Okay. Sag.
Sage. Oh!
You know, are you?
Bruh. I'm like...
You
he's
sound
gonna
like a
get-
bunch of children.
I was gonna say, he's gonna get back and stuff's gonna be... There's 2 blocks of raw copper here. What?
Bruh.
Mine. Brendan, don't you dare.
Rock hopper? Where?
Like, it's not even so much that it's, like, valuable, just like, holy crap, it's something rare.
Yeah.
Okay. I see your slabs up there.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, because a ton of them have fallen down here.
No, you don't.
Slab.
You see nothing.
Bruh. You know, I've got a
No.
crap ton of coal on me. Why haven't I made torches?
Yeah, I haven't.
Big brain moment.
Where'd you find torch?
Or I
Or
guess more like
where'd
smooth
you-
brain moment. Where'd I find coal?
yeah, it's like the rarest thing in the world now.
I've got 53 coal. Okay,
Bruh.
zombie. Okay. I thought there was a zombie like right next to me, but it was a little further away.
Maybe the community server is broken.
I mean, I've got like
Yeah.
4 stacks of coal on this community server, so like,
That's where it all went.
get wrecked. You may be ahead of like the arms race, but I'm ahead of the fuel economy.
Yes.
You are America.
America.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure I found most of it, like, in a cave above the cave that you went in, like, mined in. I've been developing a server for a friend. We got like 60 new mobs we added, along with 5 new bosses, 130 new weapons, because one night I got super high and my imagination ran wild. Now I'm not allowed to smoke and do server stuff anymore. Holy crap, dude. There's a lush cave here. Axolotl!
The
Get
only
it?
computer thing that I can do is
It's a Coco boy.
graphics card go in PCIe slot.
Oh, speaking of which, I talked to my friend with a computer we fixed the other day, and he told me, like, about what was going on with it. He said now it only, like, he said before, like, the screen wouldn't, like, communicate with the, computer. He said now it does it every other time he turns it on. And can things like just stop existing for like 5 minutes so it can make a
That's-
crafting table?
Again, that's what it was doing with mine,
And he said that
with my 1070.
like what was it? He said like it sounds like a GPU software issue. Okay. Maybe did we fully update the GPU software after installing it?
I don't even think that thing had GeForce on it.
Because
Don't
that
believe
could
it did.
be the issue, and if that's the case,
Because
that should be an easy fix.
NVIDIA and drivers are like the worst thing ever.
But
Because there's no
he said
drivers,
there
the
was
computer
something-
just
He also said that like when it was turning on, like it would start loading Windows and then it would cut out. Would that still be a GPU software issue, or is that something?
Could be a lot of
else?
things.
I mean, as long as it's not like the graphics card itself that's an issue, because like that would kind of
That
suck
GT
since-
1030 was fresh. It shouldn't be dead.
Well, I don't think it's dead, especially since he said it's partially working, or like working part of the time.
You'd be surprised.
I mean,
I had a
I'm barely computer literate, so yes.
I had an R7 250 that was half dead, and I could still play games on it.
Normal during post, but after it's
for
not.
some reason the 940MX in that laptop I had, it like stopped working for like 2 or 3 years, and for some reason it started working again.
Yeah.
Strange.
You can literally. There's a trick that us computer people do sometimes when a graphics card is being misbehavey.
Harder yelling no one
Or-
to fix it, and it's funny as heck, but it works. Oh, do tell.
You can shove. But what I like to, what you can do is if a GPU is acting up, sometimes you can shove it in the oven. And not kidding you, sometimes it fixes it.
You told me about that the other day. You said it resets the
Yeah.
solders or something.
Yeah. It melts the solder just a tiny bit. And usually anything that's like crossed, it fixes it. Any cross connections.
She knows, but yes. Put it in rice.
No, not rice. Never.
That's what Kelsey said.
Rice gets stuck in everything. Wet rice just leaves a residue on everything. It's just such a pain, especially
I
in
think
port
they
on
were
phones.
referring to like water rice, not dry rice. Oh, you're talking to me. Okay.
Oh, So it's
Jake
actual, like,
said he was
cooking rice?
talking to me. 'Cause I thought
Oh, sorry.
I thought he was talking about Luna, and I corrected him. Oh wait, I can't tell who talking anymore. You all sound similar. I mean, I guess I could see a similarity between me and Luna's voice, but Brendan has like a certain. There's just a certain sound to his voice that I would say is unique between the three of us. I mean,
I don't know if I should be horrified by that.
by our voices
Yes.
sounding slightly similar or something else.
Terrified scream.
It sounds terrifying.
I'm still not entirely sure what you mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say the voice
There's
thing.
so
not
much
that can be
iron
done
in this
at the moment
cave.
about that, but if you're talking about something else completely, I'm still sounding mine, so I have no idea.
The only other thing I could say about the voices is if, like, we had those little icons that some people do, like the VTubers, but not really.
PNG tubers.
Yeah.
I mean, there is
Just
a
that
way
little-
you can have it pop up like your overlay stuff.
Yeah.
Volume-wise, maybe, not timber-wise. True.
Yeah. Because I've been on a server that they had these little custom icons that would look like they'd be talking when
Yeah.
when each person would talk. It was really cool.
I mean, there is a way you can set that up. I think the easiest way I can think of is if we had Minecraft registered through Steam, because Steam does something like that with Discord.
Oh, that too, but that's through Discord. But
I mean, I could also just like have like
that's just the Discord overlay.
window thing, like showing Discord and us talking, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, there's multiple ways to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to snip these. Okay, sweet. I got the small drip leaves.
So much iron in this cave.
Let me see. Oh, wait, where that... Oh, you've already made it down here, I see.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, Brandon.
Gotta go fast.
I'm like, oh, hey, there's...
Minecraft speedrun, go
what the heck
burr.
is it called? I keep... Whenever I
as
see
well
it,
be
my
a
mind
speedrunner.
jumps back to Grimstone, but I know that's not what it's called anymore.
Dreams.
Deep Sleep. that's it.
Dream better be worried.
Brandon, you're probably the closest
Oh,
thing to
gosh.
Dream that I've seen. Like, speedrun
Now
wise.
this interstate is paved with memories. That was funny.
Was it?
I think it was. It was
Huh.
part of one of Dream's songs, and you're saying he was the closest thing to Dream you've ever seen.
Dream sings.
He sucks.
Is this news to you? You didn't know Dream has music that he did?
Yeah, this
It's
is
only
news.
3 songs.
Oh,
Okay, so Road Trip, I kind of liked when it came out. Kind of iffy on it now, personally.
yeah,
But it was a
yeah,
good
I
first
don't-
song. Mask, I mean, I hated it when it came out. Kind of iffy on it now because, like, it's not bad. I don't like it as much as I like Road Trip. Also, due to the Sus remix, it's just, like, I just kind of hate the meme of it. And Change My Clothes, I listened to once, didn't care for it, never listened to it again.
I have no respect for the man after the cheating thing and then the mob vote rig.
Oh,
I have no respect
Another
for
reason
him.
I don't really care for Mask as much is because he uses the same like opening tag from the "Yo Bearish, this is Hype Boy" or whatever thing in both Mask and Road Trip, and I'm pretty sure like he either did or didn't. I can't really tell because I'm not that skilled at telling by ear, but it doesn't sound like the same pitch as the song,
Creeper.
which like I don't know if that matters
man.
with tags or not, but or hooks or whatever the heck you call them. My terminology is up
Oh.
to snuff.
How did he blow that much up?
Bruh.
Creepers aren't supposed to blow that much up.
I keep like bracing for if for some reason Discord cuts as you're saying something like that, and it's just like, how does he blow that much?
Ooh, woo.
Don't give me ammunition.
Oh my gosh, this is what happens when I stream late. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
See,
At the last second, I just had that oh no moment as I was digging a block of lapis that was holding gravel up,
Oh no.
with gravel
Oh no.
above me.
Oh no, no, no.
what do you think so far, Brendan?
Yes.
I
You
think
like?
I lost the axolotl and I'm not happy about it.
No.
Like,
Yes.
I got
this is-
down here and I can't see it.
You want to help me out, Brendan?
Yeah, I'll help out while I'm waiting for my iron to smelt. What do you need?
Just an outline. Like,
With
floor
what?
plan.
Like, I haven't heard it like... Oh, there it is!
Like back here.
Well, not the one that I found before, but it's a yellow one.
Like a shape. I need a shape.
There we
Need
go.
a shovel.
Also not happy, I missed the axolotl. Well, I didn't find the exact one I saw before. The one I saw before was a brown one, but here we have a yellow one. I wish that there was a blue one down here. Like, pink ones are cool.
But the green
like,
one is so rare.
There's a green one?
No.
I was gonna say, like, what? Thank goodness. I was gonna say, if there's a green one, that is automatically my favorite.
I think there was a green one, but it was axed.
Like, blue one I really like just because it looks kind of cool, and also it being the rarest one.
I actually,
Like,
for some
that one and
reason,
the pink
can't.
one I love.
I can't tell the blue one and the pink one apart. It's weird.
The way you just said apart is like how people think I say out.
What?
Did I not tell you about this? So, like,
No.
when I was in college, two separate people, completely unrelated, told me that I sound Canadian because of the way I say out. They said
Hey,
it
mate.
sounds like I say oot. And I'm like, what? One was like a former coworker of mine, and one was like this, I don't know where he was from, but he was like, Middle Eastern.
Hmm.
And he was in one of my graphic design classes. And he's just like, are you Canadian? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, you kind of sound Canadian. And I'm like, how do I sound Canadian? Just the way you say out. I'm like, okay. You say it like oot. Mm-hmm. Like, okay.
I need sand.
Never been asked or about that, nor had that pointed out to me, which I don't hear it. Do you?
No, but I don't really pick up on stuff like that.
Well, Brendan, what about you?
I'll say it again.
Out.
Yeah, it sounds like out.
I hear it slightly,
oot.
kind of. I don't know. Maybe I just
Huh.
don't hear it, or maybe like I'm purposefully saying it properly without meaning to.
No,
I guess. But, like,
I don't know. I don't hear oot or whatever you said, so.
they either said it sounds like oot or out, which sounds even
Nah.
weirder. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Well, I hope you're not seeing it. That would mean you have
Er,
synesthesia.
I can taste it. Taste the
I
words.
can see sounds and taste words.
Mm.
You
Are
know,
you proud of me,
I'm
Ma? Seems like you prolonged the you, maybe, out.
this is really confusing to my brain now.
Yeah, you do kind of
It
prolong
only sounds
the-
weird to me
the
because I'm
O
from
a
the
little
south,
bit.
maybe. Are you one of those southern people who says oil as all? Because I know that's a southern thing. That some people in the south pronounce oil as all.
Oh,
What is this?
Speaking of which, I once had somebody, Earl, actually. Really? I've never heard anybody pronounce it like that before, but I guess you learn
I
something
am
new every
very
day.
confused.
That's kind of what
I'm-
happens when I'm having conversation with chat and you guys.
I'm also kind of high. So,
Oh, well, that's new information.
you know I smoke.
I knew you told me that you had stopped at some point, and I don't remember you ever telling me you started again. Might just be West Virginia, though.
Take me
I mean-
home, West Virginia,
God.
Mountain Mama.
Take me home from high school.
Oh, that's on sale if you want to
you
buy it at some point. Me and Luna
decided
play
to
it.
tell us you were not allowed to smoke
Side left.
and do you're not allowed to do server stuff and be high while doing server stuff for us while high. Good to know.
I mean, I'm still
Love this for
pretty.
us.
I'm still pretty okay. I'm just a little confused.
Eh. I mean, like,
Confusion.
I know you're responsible, and of course you're of age and stuff. So, like,
Hmm
I just.
I mean,
didn't,
I
didn't know you
had
had
a tiny
it right
bit.
now.
That's all I had. I had a tiny bit. Friend gave it to me the other day at work.
Honestly, I couldn't tell. But then again, like, I don't spend time around people who smoke, so like, or not
Should it-
normally anyways. So like, I
Brandon?
don't know any difference
What?
between.
These are supposed to be windows.
Oh,
Why
Yeah.
is there a creeper by your stuff? Well, I have no weapon.
These are supposed to be windows.
alright.
And they're gonna be the big windows, so.
Thanks,
Um,
Creeper, for being a team
yeah.
player.
Also, this might need to be raised up like a block or two, these beams.
Okay.
Because they give me claustrophobia. But other than that, it's cool. I was kind of making like a gothic mansion look.
Let's see.
I wonder. One good thing
I'm just
about
sitting here
actually
punching
not
zombies in the
sober.
face in a river, hoping they don't suddenly become a drowned with a
One
trident
sec.
and kill me in one shot.
Before you do that, I want to make these symmetrical.
Back to the weird accent thing,
Bam,
or
bam,
whatever.
bam.
Remind me of a story that I don't remember if I told on stream, but I think I
Bam.
told you guys. So I'm
Ah,
not sure if everyone's fully aware, but I am a member of a podcast that is, at the moment, dormant and has kind of gone through multiple stages of alive and dead, called GameSphere Cast. I'm
yeah.
mainly the editor.
Like that.
Steven, another member, has
Yeah.
edited a couple times, and Kelsey has edited 2 episodes, one of which never came out because I didn't have time to finish editing it. But she did a good job on both, probably a lot better than I've done. But I digress. So technically there's been 2 iterations of the Games Cast. The first, where I was just the editor and not, like, technically a member because I hadn't appeared on a podcast episode. And one where I was, like, one of the people in charge as well as editing and stuff. What was I saying? So in the original iteration, I
Make
was
it
like
feel
one of the
more
last.
open.
I was one of the
Yeah.
last people to join. That was for the first 3 episodes of the podcast, which I edited the second and third of.
Now we just need glass.
And one of the original members
And
was
fill
this
it in
girl,
something other than
named,
Oakwood.
I think her name was Sunny, or that was just her nickname. I don't remember.
Go find some wood. I mean, someone,
But
some
like, she
sand,
was
some
a really
snag.
cool person, really helpful.
Snide.
And
So we have a bunch of birch. You
Oh,
want to
no,
use
child.
birch or
I have a child
Birch
here.
is
I am
cool,
not
but-
properly equipped
Like
Do we
for the
have
floor?
enough?
to deal with it.
It was gonna be the same on the
Nope.
floor,
It's stuck on a tree.
Oh.
Ugh.
but I wanted to do like
So Sunny was
We could do
from
birch
Uh,
logs and strip them.
okay.
you could. That'd be cool.
Sunny was from Massachusetts, which I'm from Maine. I mean, us three, Brendan, Luna, and I are from Maine. So, like, not too far away. But, like, she had
Yeah.
this idea that, like, I would have, like, an accent.
From the
which, I mean, I
moon?
probably do to some extent, but not, like,
What?
the Maine accent.
Oh.
You know.
Go
That's
get
not
the
even a main
car.
accent.
Get in the driveway. Go look at the Craigslist.
Like, I'm not one of those people who says,
Go
like,
do some
garage,
dicker.
for example.
Mm,
My uncle kind of has a bit of the accent, but like the accent itself is like generally more common in like the north and south, where we're in the center of the state. It's like not super common.
we don't have accents.
Not really.
Not really. I mean, there's probably like some people, like the way we say things might be like something of an accent, but not like a full-on like difference in the way we talk. Midwestern light. I've never met any like, I mean, I guess I can't say I've never met any Midwestern people because I have no idea where every person I've ever met is from, but
I've met people who are from like North Carolina, Pennsylvania area, and they don't really have like the typical like Southern accent. They do have an
Yeah.
accent, but it's not like
it's not prominent.
it's not like yeehaw Texas. Oh yeah.
I don't understand accents very well.
It's literally just a manner of speaking, which people
Yeah.
just
No,
kind of
I know what it is.
So then what
I
is
have
it
a-
that you don't understand?
I literally can't understand what they're saying half the time.
Oh, okay. Where I'm from, we mostly just have weird phrases. See, that's more vernacular than
We have weird
accents.
things that we say as Mainers.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
also vernacular. Vernacular is basically like the way people say things, like phrases or like words. It's kind of like, so for example, like how some people say soda, which is generally the term, but some people say cola, some people say Sprite, some people say
Sarsaparilla.
yeah.
Soda
Which
pop.
hearing somebody refer to soda as Sprite, not even just
Yep.
referring to Sprite, they're like, "Yo, could I get a Sprite?" Sure. Yeah, get me
North
a
Sprite
Coke.
cranberry.
I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm sorry, Mainer? What do you mean? We call everything Coke. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, that's vernacular. It's also like where people might say like mudroom or like foyer or entryway, which those are kind of
Living
slightly
room,
different.
living
depending-
area.
Or it's like, I'm trying to think of things.
I know as Mainers we just kind of say that thing, you know, go get that thing, you know,
Yeah.
and we know what we're talking about.
Look at that thing. Oh yeah.
But
And we know
yeah,
exactly.
what do you call the thing you push in a supermarket? I call it a cart. I've heard people call it a wagon. I've heard people call it a carriage. I've
Trolley.
heard people call it a trolley. What I
But
don't
those-
understand is people saying a hand basket or a hand cart. Like, I'm sorry, this does not have wheels. This is not a cart. And hand basket, I'm sorry, do you have feet baskets? Like,
Yes.
what? Like, hand basket? Yeah, you carry it with your hand, but I don't say hand plate or hand bowl. I don't say hand suitcase. Like,
Then there's handgun, and then there's rifle.
well, that's another thing. Like, yeah, it's a gun you hold with your hand, but like,
Oh, now we're demonetized.
Well,
I'll be getting like. I mean, honestly, the things you've said, I wouldn't be surprised if I like somehow got in trouble with Twitch one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're saying. So, I don't think it would matter that we're saying, like, talking about guns, because we are
No, I
playing a
don't
game.
think so.
As long as we're not like waving guns around or like talking about like,
I found some dripstone.
you know, guns and weed, scandalous. I mean, there was also the passing like blowing thing.
Ooh.
I don't
Ooh.
like how you laughed at that, especially so quickly.
I'm a furry.
I mean, there's that.
So Jake, do you have any coal?
I have 50 coal.
Okay, cool.
That's
You
what
really
I
need to
got
come
for
up here.
Christmas. Yeah. Someone who has seen a lot of free streaming can get away with a lot. I'm sure, but like, platforms are different to different people.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. It's like YouTube. Like, certain people can get away with things while people doing the exact same thing can't.
Which is dumb.
I'm not gonna say like, well, that doesn't make sense, because I mean,
It doesn't.
anyhow. But yeah, like, hand basket's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and hand cart as well. Like, having spent a lot of time, like literally 5 years working in a grocery store, I've heard it all. But it's just like, why? Why are you the way that you are? Like, carriage, I kind of get. Trolley, eh. I wouldn't call it a trolley, but that's because I don't think of it as a trolley. Like, I get why people call it that, though. Actually, trolleys aren't... Isn't that what people generally call, like, the things you use for luggage? You can sound like a train, and I love that. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it sounds like the cart you use on a platform to push luggage. That makes sense to call it a trolley, because that's, like, kind of a different thing. But then that calls into question, what do you call the things you use at friggin', like, Home Depot? Like, is that
Things
more of
at
a
Home
trolley or more
Depot?
of a cart? Have you ever seen, like, the giant carts you can get at Home Depot?
No.
Buggy?
Yeah, you can use them to.
Maybe a buggy? They're all buggies. Who's to say?
This is a fancy base.
This is just looking like a Brandon house.
This is me.
No,
Brandon's helping me.
I get that it's you, but this looks like you looked at Brandon's house on the community server and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Just to prove I can.
I told Brandon, I'm like, hey, Gothic house. And he's like, yes.
Yes,
And he's helping me. Did you get the
I mean,
snap?
it's cool.
I do. I just
right.
needed. Oh, not
What
yet.
did you
No.
need coal for again?
crap. It's for the
Snap.
furnace.
Okay. Coal is in furnace. Also, I've got 16 torches.
Light this place up.
Let's not
Oh.
crash my game. Thank you. I just.
Would torches crash your game? Or do you mean like
No.
spawning?
No, I was messing around with a Photoshop file and I accidentally just made like a 50,000 pixel
Oh lord.
canvas.
Oh lord.
Yeah,
And
Ow.
it might be fine, but my
I
Photoshop is
failed.
like not liking it right now. Okay, I
Force
fixed it.
quit. This is coming out really well.
Oh, so I completely forgot to finish my story. So this girl was like, "Oh, you're from Maine? You must have an accent." I'm like, "Not really." And she's like, "Well, you're from Maine, so you have to have an accent." Like, "No, I don't. Not all Mainers have accents." And I certainly, like, compared to Mainers with an accent, I don't have one. So, like, finally, like, we end up in a call for, like, something to do with a podcast. And she hears me talking. She's like, "Oh, you don't have an accent." I'm like, "Yeah." You have an accent. I mean,
You don't have an
you
accent.
have a tiny accent. I mean, I definitely, like, I get that there's, like, certain ways I say things, but, like, I don't have, like, a full-on accent. At least, like, in my opinion. Like, the way I've heard people talk with, like, prominent accents, like, I don't have very much of one. Got an American accent. I mean, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that. But it's not like I've got like a southwestern accent or like a northern accent or a western accent or anything. I
I
just
have
like
a brain injury.
I have an American accent. I'll say that, but like
I have crippling depression.
I have crippling depression.
I have osteoporosis.
I swear I have some sort of brain injury with the way I try to explain things.
Mood.
You know what? In all of this, we've completely forgotten about the villager that I left at spawn. I got diabetes. Are you being funny or are you being like real here?
What?
I'm asking Jake in chat because he's like, I got
No.
diabetes. Because like, it's one thing if it's like, haha, funny. I got type 2. Ah. I don't
No.
remember. I know my dad has diabetes, but I don't remember what type he has. I think type 1. I know he showed up like for an appointment before he was like officially diagnosed, and he had an A1C of like 13 or something. The doctor's like, "You're lucky not to be like passed out on the floor right now." Pretty funny, eh? I mean, funny word for not funny condition.
When I was in high school, I was pre-diabetic. Now I just have like a hypoglycemia thing.
Oh, so I don't think I've shown it on stream. Probably not, and like I wouldn't have much reason to. But I have this scar. I hope y'all aren't squeamish. I have this scar on my arm from surgery back in 2015, where I was diagnosed with ulnar neuropathy. Before we found out what it was, my mom thought because of it acting the way it did, its nerve damage, that it could be like linked to diabetes. And so she had me get a blood test, which I was supposed to get anyways. Had them check for diabetes and like Lyme disease because she thought it could also be that or something. Test negative for both. So, I mean, things can change in 5 years, but I haven't like experienced anything that, as far as I know, would point to me being diabetic.
You can be very minorly diabetic and not have too many symptoms.
Cause like my dad, when it hit him, like he had some bad symptoms. I know, like being thirsty a lot is like, well, that's high blood sugar, I suppose, but still like, kind of happens with diabetes. My dad was like constantly thirsty, so he was like just chugging water all the time. I was born without my intestines in my body and had to spend 6 months in a medically induced fentanyl. Is that what that says? Coma, as they drip my insides back inside me. Oof.
Now I'm wondering why I'm always thirsty. Oh no.
Oh
Good
no.
lord. I'm not sure which thing you're referring to, Kelsey, but that is an appropriate reaction regardless.
So I chug water constantly, especially after eating.
Yeah. All of the above. Fair. Like, my dad used to be really bad about his health. Like, every gas station he would pass, because he used to drive a lot, he'd stop and get a Mountain Dew and, like, a sugary snack and, like, a bag of chips. And, like, he would do this multiple times a day. Actually, before diabetes, he got hit by a kidney stone. That definitely reduced his Mountain Dew intake. How many diseases I just get hurt a lot? You do get hurt a lot. I know probably a small amount of the injuries you've endured in your life. I still remember the picture you showed me where you, like, hit your head and, like, had a concussion for, like, I don't even remember how long you were out of commission. I forget, was it just, like, a concussion, or did you actually, like, split your head open? I forget which. From standing up, yeah. I remember jokingly telling you that we need to get you a bubble. Concussion, okay.
People say that about work. Say that to me about work a lot of the time.
What, that you need a bubble?
Yeah, because I usually cut myself like 5 times a day at work,
Yeesh.
and I can't help it.
I got called helmet for this semester. I mean, if I saw you on campus and you were the only one walking around with a like skateboard helmet on constantly, I think you were a cool person. Like, that person must like shred all the time.
Ah, yes. I wanted to learn how to skateboard.
Actually, I got I don't think you saw them when you were last over, but I got this thing that my grandmother won from
Was it the 3
survey thing.
skateboards?
It was a 3 skateboards.
Yeah,
So,
you showed me.
okay, I couldn't remember if you saw them. So
They were
my
cool
grandmother, she mainly just stays at home now. She's like in her 60s, I believe. But like, she physically is not able to do much. I mean, she can, but it
Hey,
hurts
we can
her,
make a
and so
second
she's
floor.
not really allowed to do stuff.
Hey.
But sometimes she like cleans the house or whatever while my aunt's not home, and then she gets mad at her because she didn't let her do it when she got home. But anyways, so like she spends a lot of time just on her laptop at the dining room table, like doing sweepstake things, and they've actually won some pretty cool stuff from it. And a recent thing, there was like some musical artist or whatever who was doing like a contest, and the prize was either like $10,000 or these 3 skateboards with like the album art of his latest EP spread across them. You can guess which one they wanted, and which one they got. And they don't really have room to hang stuff on the wall because it's supposed to be like something you'd hang up on the wall at my grandmother's house. So they asked me if I wanted it. I said sure. So now it's just like all 3 of them are leaning up against the wall outside my bedroom.
It exists.
Hang on, let me go see what it. I know the EP or album, or whatever it's called, Nobody's Listening, but I forget the artist. Hang on.
Mm. Quick, we have to entertain the people.
All right, I'm back. That was really quick. It's Zayn, Zayn. And my uncle said he checked him out, said his music was all right. I haven't checked him out yet. But apparently it's called Nobody's Listening because his first EP came out. No, not Zayn, the One Direction guy, I don't think. Isn't his name spelled Zane or something?
Zani.
He said it was like hip hop or something, which doesn't sound like the One Direction guy to me, but
You.
anyways, like his first album or EP or whatever came out and like nobody listened to it. So he named his new one Nobody's Listening, and apparently skyrocketed in popularity, which is like, huh, I wish that would work for me. Googled it. It is. Really? Huh. Well, learn something new every day.
Ha ha. I wish I had talent.
Talent.
Good for him. Yeah. I'm still waiting for something to happen with me. Actually, small achievement. I uploaded a song the other day that my brother liked. Not that he hates my music, but he listened to it and he was like, "Now that's what I'm talking about. This is a vibe, 10 out of 10." I'm like, "Okay, cool." It was actually a song that I just called Vibe. It was like kind of a funky track. It's like 4th most recent video I had because I uploaded a few others that were from a recent video I did with EB Omnitrix made the video with a couple of people, and I made some tracks for it to play in the background, which my brother listened to and he was like, yeah, they definitely sound like background tracks and not something you just kind of listen to. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of the point. And I think I personally can vibe to him, but that's because I made him, so maybe I'm just biased. But that was
Fort.
Resident Evil, Ethereal Acceleration, and I think Vibing in the Stars was the other one. I've been using Vibe
Space,
a lot
space,
in
space,
music, which
space,
I'm not sure
space.
is a good thing. Thanks, Jake. Glad you like it.
I need more wood. I am literally running out of wood.
I have 49. I just lost the game. I have
Ooh.
49 wooden planks.
Oh.
It's my uncle's fault.
You just took us all down with you, and I hate you for it.
Wow.
There's some wood behind you.
Nope, I don't want it now.
Bruh.
Keep your wood. Well, I needed birch wood, but okay.
You don't play the game plays you. Thanks, Kelsey. I'm glad you like them. I haven't gotten around to doing anything much else with them, but I did finally, like I kept saying at the end of every stream, add some new designs to my merch store, which Blue was the first one to buy something from. He actually got the hoodie the other day, and he said, like, after wearing it once, there was a hole in it, which immediately put me in a panic, like, oh crap. Because I didn't make it, but if I'm selling something that easily rips, I don't want to be held responsible for that. So I asked him, like, where it ripped, and he said in the pocket, and I'm like, oh. That's it? And, like, I saw him today, and he showed me, and, like, his finger barely fit through it. Granted, his hands are a little big, but at least compared to mine. But it's like, dude, that's like nothing. See, I was thinking like it like ripped, or like a hole in the armpit, which seems to happen to me whenever I buy like merch shirts. And it's always like the same armpit. I don't remember which armpit because I don't wear those shirts much. But it's either like always in the right armpit or always in the left armpit. It's like you put it on and you instantly know, like, oh yeah, there's a hole in it. And of course, I don't want to walk around with a hole in my armpit. On the off chance I like raise my arms and then somebody's like, "You got a hole in your shirt," you know that? Like, yeah, I know.
You dropped your pocket.
But
Hey, Brandon.
the hoodie itself looked pretty nice.
Can you make a staircase real quick in the back?
The design printed out pretty well.
Right
and, like,
here.
Yeah.
Seeing somebody
I
wearing
need some
something
materials.
There's
with
a
my
ton of
design
wood
on
in the
it,
chest.
especially with my logo on it, was just like, huh, that's pretty cool.
Also, can I have the rest of those glass panes?
The glaze.
Yeah.
But speaking of music, I've got a few things that are like ready to go for 2022. I just need to get some more work done for like album art.
I
and
keep
stuff.
forgetting about that.
Forgetting about what?
That it's 2022 in like 3 days.
But
5 days, but
It's not okay.
in 5 business days, it'll be 2022.
And we're all gonna die.
Picked a couple extra students this week, so fingers crossed I get enough for one. Nice. Yeah. I've like shown my mom, because my mom asked about it, and like a couple other people, like my merch, and the main thing they always say is like it's a little expensive, and it's like I know, but like the reason for that is partly because, you know, Teespring charging whatever they charge, plus like the fact I'm trying to get something on this. So like the hoodie that Blue got, for example, was like $45 or something, maybe closer to like 50, and like in total cost him like $56, which is a bit much for a hoodie. But when you consider the fact that I got $16 out of that, it's like most of that was just the cost of manufacturing it, which I have no control over. And while I could reduce it, like, I guess I don't need to get $16 from every hoodie. Like, that was the base amount it gave me, and I kind of just leave it at whatever it recommends. So it's like I feel bad for it costing so much, but at the same time, like, especially where nobody's really buying it, like, I'm trying to make something off of this. Like, in the future, if I have merch and like more people are buying it, I would feel like I wouldn't care getting as like I wouldn't care about lowering the price a little bit, because like, you know, if it's actually selling. But you know, I definitely don't want it. Like, I definitely wouldn't let it get to extreme like amounts. Like, one of the few pieces of merch I have is like a varsity hoodie thing that something else YT did, and it costs like $65. Like, I get it. It's a hoodie. Hoodies are generally kind of expensive. Plus, this is a custom design, so it's not just like a hoodie that somebody slapped a like design onto. But at the same time, $65 for a hoodie, like, that's a lot.
Does this staircase work?
I sure hope it does.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Takes
That's
one
perfect.
step, falls
Right,
into the
just-
void. I guess
My
it doesn't.
leg. No, I just wanted to make sure it looked fine.
Yeah, looks good to me. Don't know where that came from. Jeez.
Rona.
I was actually
Oh, God.
driving with my mom and my sister the other day, and I saw a sign that said
Give me a
road work,
sign.
like road work ahead 4 miles, and I'm like, I sure hope it does.
It better work.
No, that's a funny joke.
If the road doesn't work, then why should I?
Ooh. Proceeds to just flat out just go comatose. Yes,
Oh,
Half-Life,
okay.
the Half-Life noise. Beep,
Boomer
beep,
Stream
beep.
Part 2. I was gonna say, this is like, I don't even know what part this is. That's why I named the stream How Many Are We Up To?
This house looks beautiful.
It does.
So we don't have any name
You're
tags
doing a
as
good
far as
job.
I know. Actually, how much iron do we have? Is it only what we have in the chest right now?
I have 20 iron. There should be more in the furnace,
Well,
I
I'm
think.
asking because I want to make an anvil and name the axolotl.
We don't have
want-
enough, I don't think.
It only requires 31 iron, and I have 36 right here from the chest.
Alright, well,
I just want to ask you two because this is also your iron. So I
there's a
don't
lot
wanna
of
just go
iron,
and make
so
it without you two like giving me the
uh,
okay.
well, I guess it depends on what everyone has. Does everyone have a set of tools? You don't have armor, but not you, but
I have armor
I
and an iron pickaxe.
still have my starting stuff.
yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna make you a set of armor, and if we have enough,
I mean, I can go get some more iron too. Like, there's still a lot of unmined iron down in the mine. But I wanted to name the axolotl because you
Where
can
are
name
you?
the bucket of axolotl.
Up here.
Here,
and
here.
that names the axolotl, and then we don't
Cool.
have to be like looking for a name tag or something to name it. And we can just make a little home for it, and then we don't have to worry about it despawning or something. I do want to take some iron though to make another bucket.
This is probably the coolest freaking base that I've made in a long time.
I'm pretty sure you said that at least one other time on stream.
Well, yeah, but my skills are always getting a little better.
Yeah, true.
And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is probably the most advanced thing that I've built.
The boomer thing made me remember, plus the mention of 2022 being so close. January 16th, 2022, I'll be turning 23 years old.
Jeez.
Boomer.
Boomer?
No,
Okay,
Brandon,
boomer.
you're the boomer. Brandon, you're supposed to be the boomer.
No.
Yeah. It's weird to think it's already been a year since my dumb 22 meme. Or
21.
no, Kelsey, you've seen the video, right? For my 22nd birthday, I thought it would be hilarious if I like walked out, like just somebody like knocked open my door,
Somebody
and
once told me.
just was like, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling
World
22
was
with
gonna
like the
roll.
Taylor Swift song playing behind it. And oh yeah, I forgot I put it on my like almost non-existent TikTok that I've posted like 3 things on. Oh, I just heard another axolotl.
I have a
Yeah.
question for the class.
Okay.
The class may have an answer for you.
Why do you have a TikTok?
I mainly made it just for the one video because I made it as like a parody TikTok video. And I thought,
Brendan, come
who
here.
knows? Maybe it'll like get somewhere. I think it got like 40
Something about this is
views.
uneven, and I can't figure out what.
And like I used it for a couple of like song previews, and then I haven't touched it in like months.
It's bothering me.
I don't use it for like anything else. Like I've never like sat on it and like watched TikTok videos. Oh, I found a brown axolotl. So now we got 2 of them.
There's something wrong with this picture, and I don't know what it is. It's really annoying me.
So we got axolotl number 2, and I found a spore blossom.
Also, I
Alright.
feel like we should accent our base
Ambiance.
with some stone.
Alright.
See,
So,
another thing
problem.
about TikTok is I don't really have many
There's one
ideas for
too many
videos
birch
that
blocks.
would work in a
Ah.
short format.
Oh, yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right on this side over here by the window. I'm in spectator mode, so you can't see me. But
Oh, I just found glowberries.
Eh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Make them when you
Yeah.
have writer's block. Mm.
You know what we should do, Brendan? To
what?
make this more textured, we should take some of the regular birch planks and kind of randomly place them along the wall.
Hmm.
Give them texture.
Are you talking about birch plank slabs?
No,
Wait,
just
did I-
planks.
There's a pink one! There's a pink axolotl!
Yes.
By Brownie! Which is what I would have named him if I could have named him.
Brownie, no.
Also, we should accent something with stone
Where
For,
is
Yeah,
like,
I
more of a
agree.
color because there's too much wood here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Something.
Really cool, but God.
Which, I mean, if that's what
Alright.
you're going for, that's fine. I think the roof at least
Brownie, I may
should be
return for you,
Yes.
or I
Stone.
may not. Just know
either
that
We'll do
stone
you
or
are abandoned.
blackstone. Not blackstone, but like
I think
whatever
cobblestone
it's called.
slabs would look really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, look, more coal.
And have it like have like a horizontal taper, so like it would start on this side and then it would gradually go up to meet the
Yeah.
peak of that arch.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
we should start mining.
That would be cool. And yes, and
I still need to get more freaking birch. Luckily we live in a birch forest.
Should we go mining? I need more wood.
That's right, I don't like the new caves.
I just mean that I found it funny that you're like, should we go mining? And then right after, like, I need more birch wood, which is generally not found in a cave.
Yeah, no, that's my excuse for not wanting to go mining.
I mean, you do
I
tend
might
to
not
have
be on
bad
too
luck
much
down
later
here.
because I have to get up early in the morning.
I do
How
too,
early?
but I'm gonna say screw my schedule.
I normally get up at 7:30 and then like snooze to 7:45.
I have to get up at 5.
Yeah, I've got to get up at 5.
Ew.
I've got to get up around then too. So
Ew.
You worked at Hannaford, you know, bud.
I know. That's why I say ew, because I actually
I
have
don't-
experience doing it, and I hate it.
I don't want to work at a freaking insurance company, Mr. Krabs.
I don't work at an insurance company. I work at a company that deals with insurance companies to sell vehicles that are totaled.
I don't want to work at whatever that is.
So you get to call people and ask them about their extended warranty?
No. I actually have not had to call anyone yet. Like, they've had me hop on the phone and be live a couple of times, but, like, it was always late at night, when, like, during the last, like, hour. Potato, tomato. I mean... it, like, really depends on what you're doing in the company. Like, what I do is generally, like, not much to do with the side of it. I mean, technically our company does do insurance, but that we don't do that at our location. We're literally just like, hey, insurance companies want to sell cars that their like
We're not like
clients have like run into a tree. So
we're not like other
help
insurance
them get
companies.
the title and like all the other junk so they can send it to an auction and sell it.
Do we have any more glass down there?
We might.
A blue
let
one!
me
Oh,
take a
you're
look.
kidding me! I want them
Bruh.
all, but I don't have enough.
I have 46 glass.
Can you turn those into panes?
Hang on.
If that's not too much of a pain.
I'm already in pain.
We're all in pain.
I am in misery.
Life is pain.
Yeah. Mood.
B.
Where'd
B,
you put
B,
the
B.
furnace?
I put the furnace inside in the corner in the room over here. Right there, you're looking at it.
I know, I found it after I asked. I expected it to still be outside, though.
I put it inside because why is it outside when it could be in this nice fancy house?
I mean,
And this bee wants in.
you,
And I just shut the door in his face.
do you do your smelting and smithing indoors?
Indoors.
Some people did that.
Indoors.
A lot of
Apparently
medieval
we're-
furnaces were inside.
Apparently, we're danger-prone SpongeBob here. What was it? The episode after he broke his butt or something?
Yes.
I'm gonna go
I don't
get those
know.
other two axolotls, and then we will complete the collection.
We're just gonna shove them in a barrel for the rest of their lives.
I mean, I would prefer if we made like some kind of aquarium.
In this nice fancy house, I don't think so.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
I guess I'll do it myself.
Oh, you know what'd be cool?
What?
If we put them in the floor.
That'd be pretty neat, actually.
Axolotl developments are making me so happy. Yes. I love the axolotls. But yeah,
I
let's like
offered
make a
to burn
floor
one for you.
aquarium and like have a trapdoor so we can go down and swim with them. I think that would be fun.
Hi,
Hello?
not you.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to Brandon because he was looking at my thing.
Okay, this is fine.
Okay, guess I'm going back downstairs to get more wood.
Beehive
Alexa, play All By Myself.
all by myself.
That is my job to be alone.
And I
Not
walk
you.
alone.
Oh, yes.
And I drink alone. All alone.
I am the
Yes,
doomer
I am
after all.
I am breaking a table with
Venus
a shovel.
by Tuesday.
I
Yeah.
am a professional.
See, if I had the means to actually survive an apocalypse, I probably would be like, yes, 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 do it, do it.
Oh, there's two.
I'd be-
There's two brown ones down here. But
I would
only
be
have 2
egging.
buckets, and I want one of
I would
each.
be egging the world on to finish it.
I don't think you
Now,
need to egg
make
it on. It's
sure, 'cause
already getting
I'm
there.
pretty sure this is a blue one, but I want
Well,
to make sure.
supposedly, because of
It's another
greenhouse
pink one.
gases,
I thought I saw a blue one.
it's supposed to be like a self-regulating effect by like 2030.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hang on.
So like
Did I look in the wrong
once
spot?
it's
I'm
reached its
certain I saw a
terminal,
blue one.
its peak, so to speak, it will self-regulate and just make itself worse constantly until we become Venus.
Yeah, there's pretty much technically nothing we can do if nothing is done by
Smoke a
then.
leaf here,
And you
I
know,
can't get it because I don't have my shears.
but the way the world's going right now, it's gonna be that way. So,
Yeah,
not to get all doomer, but
yeah, that's my job.
on stream. But yeah, no, we don't do something, we're screwed. You know, you
We're
get all
already
the
screwed.
you get the boomers. Like my boss, he likes to go around and call people who actually care about the planet greenies.
See, but that would be the first guy that I'd go after in the apocalypse.
But he's also very
I mean,
religious.
they'd probably be a greenie of a different kind.
Heh.
Smooth skin.
Never seen a smooth skin before.
What, have you never seen a ghoul before?
I wish. I would totally become a ghoul, because I'd be invincible to the radiation.
Venus by Tuesday.
Venus by Tuesday.
My word. Well, now we've got 2 pink ones, a brown one, and a yellow one. I still want a blue one, though.
Blue
There's
and
not
yellow.
enough cool colors in the palette of Axolotl. I'm not a very big warm color fan.
Doomer color.
Ah. Oh, this is taking forever.
Speaking of which, at some point I need to get back to Fallout New Vegas.
At some point, you should get Fallout 76 and play with us.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I haven't played 76 yet because I haven't played 3 yet because I haven't finished.
It's on
New Vegas.
sale right now for $10.
It was on sale free with a $5 controller in Germany like 3 years ago.
Exactly.
If I was gonna get it at the best deal, I would have done it then. If that
I
deal
was
is
just
still a thing,
saying.
that'd be hilarious. They were literally like,
Yeah.
buy a game controller, please take this game.
Please, we can't sell it. We can't get rid of it.
Didn't they do the same thing with Cyberpunk?
I don't think so, but it was kind of a dumpster fire when it came out. So
It sucked because I waited 7 years for that game.
Yup, Kelsey says. Looks like Jake has left us, but it's probably...
Please come back. We're lonely.
I mean, we got Kelsey.
Jake,
We're
can sleep
lonely.
Kelsey's one of the coolest people I know.
We're lonely.
How could this happen?
Me with No Man's Sky. I haven't played No Man's Sky in forever. I have it
Oh, I need to
on
fix
my.
this.
I have it in my Steam library. Kelsey said, "Luna, I'll cry."
Yeah, it's not you guys that are lonely, it's just me.
Dad just gave me this. Will it fit in it?
It's only a 4 gigabyte one, so it's not worth it.
But
But it will fit.
it'll fit.
It'll fit, but it's so small you couldn't put even half a game on it.
Yeah, I literally GTA is like 21 gigabytes.
I wouldn't even. I give it right back to him.
We
Yeah.
have once
Things-
again been visited.
He just told me to come ask you.
Yeah, that would fit. That's perfect for it. It's just so small of a
ancestors.
gigabyte.
I'm just staring at the chest, trying to think of what I was going to grab.
What?
Just the rotten flesh because I have no food.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We need food.
Houston,
Mm,
we
Yes.
ran out of oak wood.
carry on.
I have.
I have 5 oak logs, which translates
I don't
to
have
20
logs,
oak
but I've got
planks.
planks. Or actually, I have 7 logs.
I need all of the logs.
Oh.
Take-
Oops.
take the
I
logs.
already converted them to blanks.
I have planks.
Failure again! Ow. Wow, way to kick him in while he's down.
I mean, if I wanted to do that, I could do worse.
Bruh.
See, remember, I'm the arson here.
Would you burn down your... Bruh, would you burn down your own house to make a point?
I'm the one who I know how I made it, so yes.
It's like, I'll just build another one, screw you.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Just take it and,
And
push it
somewhere
somewhere else.
Bruh, I need, like, a lot more point. Or, I need a lot more of everything.
You really need more food.
I need more wood.
We need aminals.
No, we just need wood.
Consume the
So
wood.
we are making the William Osmond Rice Krispie treats.
Yes.
What?
I'm making Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies.
I don't like Rice Krispies.
Have you not seen that William Osmond video? He's like,
I
how much
barely know who
sawdust-
that is.
He's like, how much sawdust can you sneak into a Rice Krispie treat before people?
Why?
Just as a dumb experiment. I think they
Why?
got to like 30% or so before people, or like 25%, 30% before people really noticed.
That's weird.
Good old Billiam. No, I'm pretty sure there's there's a different YouTuber called Billiam. But
Is he the
yes.
guy who quit recently?
William
Because his
Osmond,
like house burned down or something?
His house burned down a while ago, but like ever since then, like his videos haven't been performing as well because people are like, "Oh, I miss the old William Osmond," and blah blah blah, and it's like, I mean, people change.
I vaguely... Really?
Bruh.
Fortress, fortress, fortress. I'm running out of steam and wood. I'm already out of wood.
I was gonna say, if you're running out of steam, just open it.
I mean, I could go play something else right now.
I mean, I would appreciate you not.
Metal
Because I
Gear
enjoy
Solid
your
calls my
company.
name.
Feel bad for the comments he gets. Yeah. Oh no, another child. At least this time I have a shield.
Burn it!
I don't have any.
Burn it or it's not worth it.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who like seems like they quit, Michael Reeves is apparently finally going to be posting a video sometime soon.
Hmm.
On Thankmas or whatever, some live stream thing that Jacksepticeye did for charity. Michael was on
Oh.
there, and he said that there would be a new video coming in 2022. Just like, finally. Last video he uploaded was when he made a dog pee beer. Or not a dog, a robot dog. Which, still, like, really weird. He's like,
That is really weird.
he's
I
in the video,
Don't
he's
like
like,
that.
Michael, why would you make a robot dog that pees beer? I just thought it'd be funny. Love the offline TV stuff, but I miss the robots. Yeah.
I'm out of steam, I think. I literally just don't want to finish this all of a sudden.
That's fine. Do you require any birch planks or birch logs?
Yes.
Which?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you 5 birch logs and 20 birch planks. The house looks so good. It does look good, but I mean, there's still progress to be made, and I mean, if you spend all your time just trying to build the house... Oh, phantoms.
I haven't even
Which
done
sounds
anything
like I
else.
was trying to avoid an expletive, but I... Literally phantoms.
Too bad you
It
couldn't
does
burn
look
them.
really good though.
It's okay.
Phantom membrane.
There's a couple things I could do better.
Brendan coming through, as always. Or whoever went and got the food. Oh,
Bruh.
No,
were you gone this entire time?
no. For some reason, I couldn't hear anyone.
It's not okay. It's good. I mean, it is. It's good. Oh no!
It's not good. It's great.
I just did a dumb.
I just caught my 4th pufferfish in this pond.
I just did a huge dumb.
Why are there so many pufferfish
In a pond.
in a pond?
Luna,
How
don't
did they
look
get
too
there?
closely at the door. I'm gonna fix it.
What?
If I can actually find an oak tree around here.
You!
I made a mistake! I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix it!
I hate axes.
I was just trying to open the door and I wasn't quite on it and
I hate axes. They.
I'm sorry!
I need
I
more
see
oak
oak
and I need more.
trees. I'm gonna fix it. I swear.
Bring a lot.
I will bring as much as I can carry. I just realized I only have raw food on me because I left the food I had cooking in the furnace.
Bruh.
I'm still living off the
Ooh.
apples from how many trees I cut down.
Do we want any dark oak? Because I just found some.
You're living off the children of the trees you just murdered.
I don't know how we would use dark oak in this thing.
It might look good on the floor, actually.
Maybe.
Do like a sort of checker thing.
Yeah.
Like the birch
That might
work.
and the dark oak. Lightest wood and the darkest wood.
Yeah, maybe.
We also need a lot of cobblestone for the roof.
I mean, I
Like
can
a
only do one at a time.
lot.
Alright, well, I'm on food duty, so.
I'm on wood
Well-
duty while also only being on 3 drumsticks.
I also want to make the windows look a little better because
Oh, I guess I have rotten flesh.
I feel like I could do better on the windows.
Thank you, Kelsey, for reminding us that you are the youngest currently in this conversation.
Hmm. Hi, cave. I don't like you.
But I do want to continue Fallout at some point, especially since I now feel confident and have been told I should be able to handle. Come back to 10 minutes ago when you said I was the coolest person you know. I mean, you can be the youngest person in the conversation and one of the coolest people. I didn't say you were the coolest, I said you were one of the coolest. I mean, you're up there, definitely like top 5, but I feel like some people would be like, oh, they're the coolest? Okay. We're not friends anymore.
No, I'm not the
Wow,
coolest.
okay.
I mean, I'm pretty much universally the lamest, so.
Nah. I mean, currently you're close to one of the coolest people I know because you're the only, like, my only friend who actually has an interest in Pokemon cards right now.
I had Pokemon cards, but I sold.
Wink, nudge, nudge, Kelsey. Joking.
I see when other people get Pokemon cards, I will no longer hold that title. I get ya.
Relevancy. Unalived.
No, I'm pretty much universally the most boring
Note to self,
person.
get Pokemon cards. Whoa, I just found like a giant pit, and there's another. Also, there's a witch nearby. I don't like that. But there's a giant
Everybody-
pit with another frickin' what the heck is it? Lush cave. Another lush cave.
Everybody at work calls me really boring.
Oh, don't want to go too
Hi, how
fast,
are ya?
'cause otherwise the water
Yeah.
will drop me.
Because whenever they ask, oh, have you seen this? Or have you listened to this? Or I'm just like,
Have you-
what?
Have you watched the game on Tuesday? Oh, you don't watch
I mean,
football? You're boring.
I don't think you guys are boring. I'm glad you think so, because I personally don't think we're boring either, but it's nice to have that validation.
Oh, you don't drink? You're boring. What do you do?
See, I once
I am
had a coworker,
past
like, drill
validation.
me about why I don't drink. It's like, I just don't. I choose not to. And they're like, but why? And it's like,
But
you're
why?
underage.
Everybody else?
Why the heck do you care?
Oh, you don't drink coffee? Oh, you don't drink alcohol? What's wrong with
Same.
you?
The most exciting
Alcohol,
thing that
personal
happens.
choice. Coffee, every time I've had it, it's too bitter, no matter what. Like, even, like, the sweetest coffee I've ever had is, like, still, like, that coffee taste that just, I don't like.
See, I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind. Oh
No.
yeah,
See?
the most interesting thing that I've ever, like, the most interesting my life gets is I drink a bang, and then I vibrate in place and get anxiety attacks. So
That sounds like a rather burdensome superpower.
yeah,
Yeah, the last time I had an energy drink, I had a
As
panic
ex-barista and
attack.
bartender, I hate people like that.
you didn't when
Hey.
you were at our hanging out with us.
You hate
Well,
people
I was
who
at
ask
work.
why you don't drink,
Oh.
or you hate people who don't drink it.
Because I had like a cup of coffee that morning, and then like at work, and then I had a bang that I shotgun.
What?
So yeah,
You can't
and
do that.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, literally, it's just like... It's really none of your business why I choose to not drink. Like, coffee
Yeah.
or alcohol. Like, that's personal choice. I mean, part of it, at least for the alcohol thing, is partly because both of my grandfathers have had bad, like... They've done some pretty dumb stuff while under the influence of it. And while I would think I would be able to not do it, because intuition and such, I wouldn't want to risk it. Because it's not like everyone, it's not like I feel like, ooh, alcohol is evil. Like, I have no problem with other people drinking. I just personally, from, like, that, choose not to. As well as the fact I don't really want to drink alcohol. It's just, period. I have no interest in trying it. I have no interest in, like, consuming it at all. So, like, that's just...
I have a problem with alcohol just because of what I don't talk about this a lot, but my previous boyfriend would drink a lot, and oh dear God, I had to babysit him.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Was that
Yeah.
Aaron, or was that a different one?
Yes.
Yeah, him.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
He was really nice, just holy fuck.
Yeah.
Having to be up at like 1 in the morning and babysitting him.
Yeah, that's
Just
that shouldn't be a responsibility.
I was like 19.
Yeah. I forget. Was he the one who like ended up just like completely ghosting you in the end, or what was?
No. I was just like, I'm done with this, and I left.
So another lush cave with another mine shaft, and I have no idea if this is connected to ours or not, or the other one or not. What I do know is I still haven't found any blue axolotls. I like drinking, just not around other people, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to drink in private. So that's so obnoxious.
The general public, I'm pretty boring. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I sit on my computer drawing furry animals.
No, it's interesting.
I
I mean, a weird way to transition from that. But, like, it's weird. It's interesting to me that, like, when I turned 18, everybody was like, if I find out you're smoking, like, you're dead. But, like, drinking was never really anything anybody cared about. Like, even when I
21
turned
now,
21.
you can go to the bar.
It's like, why would you be concerned about me smoking but not drinking?
I think
I had no interest in that either.
I think it's because smoking is more inherently detrimental to your health.
It's
Both
got that
can-
stigma around it.
Both can
Smoking has that
cause
stigma
liver
around
issues
it.
as well as other health issues.
Smoking is the universal thing. Of like everybody's like, "Oh, don't start doing it. You'll get hooked or whatever." And then,
I mean, drinking's kind of the same way. It's all in
I know.
moderation.
yeah,
Drinking's arguably worse though because you
Drinking
become a
has
really
worse effects
toxic
than
person.
weed, right?
yeah.
Blue axolotl. Hang on. Blue.
Just-
Hang on,
Yeah, it's just
there.
how society
It's
is.
blue.
Society
Yes,
is
I
very
found
weird.
all of them. Yes.
And then there's me,
Call 'em
who's
all,
just
Pokemon
kind of sitting here being high.
Drinking has worse effects than weed, right? I mean, weed, depending on it, can like. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, you love the axolotl? Yes, I love him too.
I don't have a problem with people smoking weed. I have a problem with weed culture.
I have a problem with like people having it who have like no reason having it. Like if it's like you need it to help you sleep, or like if it helps you calm down or whatever, or like
Yeah,
mainly just people who have it just to have it. Like
yeah,
Pacifies my anxiety and helps me sleep. So.
which see, that's a reason. That's a good reason to have it. That's a legitimate reason. People who smoke weed just to get high because it's fun or whatever, or they think it makes them cool or whatever, like that's dumb. Like my
Yeah.
grandmother, for example, she like grows it and whatever. She has a license and everything for it because she like does brownies or whatever because she has trouble sleeping, and like she'll have like a little bit of one at night to help her sleep and stuff. Like that's the only thing I don't like about that was when it was breed butter day, because she would make the butter and she'd make a big batch of it and it would just like stink up the whole house, and it's like the first morning she did it, nobody warned me. I just woke up and I'm like, what is that smell? And it was just permeating throughout the house the entire day, and I was like, please don't stick to my clothes because I had to work that day. It didn't,
no.
or at least nobody noticed, and it's just like thanks for letting me know, guys. Me up on the 3rd floor, summer, so baking, plus the smell of the butter. It's just like,
no,
life is
whoa.
pain.
I like the smell just because it reminds me of home. And I miss home.
Now, home as in...
When I was living in Liberty.
Okay. I was gonna say, because like, that could have multiple definitions for you. Say my dad grew it for CBD and it was always on my clothes, yeah. See, the other thing was with my previous apartment, like, my neighbor was, like, a heavy smoker. He still is. But, like, it would permeate throughout my apartment, and even though I had gotten used to it and didn't really notice it as much, people would walk in and be like, what is that smell? Or, like, people would smell it on me at work, and it's like, I can shower all I want. It doesn't change what my clothes smell like. Like,
We go outside,
a
usually.
wall between us, and the dude's, like, smoke was, like, so strong.
That's why I go outside.
And it's like this guy's, like, got a messed up leg or something, so, like, he can't get out often or whatever.
Why does everybody just
Ow.
teleport to me?
Because I can trust that you'll be home and not Brandon. Am I wrong, though?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's.
I have you would say.
Does this look good, Brandon?
Let me take a peek.
Or should it be
I'm
like
gonna
a
go
steeper
free
angle?
the pink boy. Oh, me personally, it just bothers my asthma. I see.
No, that looks fine.
I'm kind of concerned on how I want to do this over here. Jutty outy part. I don't really know what to do with it.
Huh.
I'm falling asleep.
Hmm.
I mean, it is a bit late. We've only been streaming for like 2 hours, but we started.
I'll probably stay on for another 20 minutes and then I'm gonna call it quits.
That's
It's almost
fine.
11 o'clock. My word.
That's fair enough. I feel like it should be a steeper angle.
It wouldn't hurt to be a little steeper.
I don't know how to do it though. Brandon, help, please. I'm not good at roofs. Here. Here's my stuff.
Alright. Axolotl is free.
I'll take the rest of it, I guess.
What time
My
zone are we all in?
inventory's
We are in Eastern
major
Standard
full.
Time.
I know I want the roof to overhang the deck here a little bit, but that's really all I can think of. Because I'm half here right now, half
You know
in
what?
space.
I don't have
Yeah.
any stairs.
Both
So, let
Brendan
me
and
need
Luna
to-
live in about the same town, or at least like right
Yeah,
next to each other.
we live in the. He lives in the next town over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used
And
to live
I
in
live-
Sangerville.
I live like 45 minutes away. I think it's
Mhm.
about how long it takes me to get there.
Yeah,
My
I mean, we're all kind of
pretty close.
like suburban.
We also all
Barely.
used to be high school friends.
I mean, I knew you, Brendan, like more recently has become more of a friend, but he was just kind of like a mutual before.
Yeah.
I was just kind of there.
Like I
Oh, I'm
talked to
try-
you like a couple of times at Tech, and that was it. But you, I like
Yeah.
been in contact, like on and off for like, gosh, 5, 6 years now.
Yeah. And now that we're like actually talking and communicating actively,
I think
I also
like
feel
it
like
was only about a year since you and I have actually like started like seeing each other in person again.
yeah.
Brendan, that was like a couple months ago. When I first picked him up.
That was
teching out.
mostly because of my anxieties. Just past events and stuff.
Which was
Yeah.
to do with your anxieties.
Just us meeting in person again.
I mean, part of that was also like the first time. It's cool, though. It's nice that you got to keep in touch. Yeah. Actually, weirdly, even though we kept in touch, like Luna does not remember me going to college at all. Even though I talked to her like during the entire.
There's
like,
a
2 years.
very large gap in my brain for some reason of like 2 years. That I just-
Trauma.
And that just so happens to be the 2 years in which I went to college. Apparently.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like,
I
there's just
showed
a
her
gap.
pictures that I sent her while I was in college, and I forget. Were they familiar to you or not?
No. Yes.
'Cause I was into Undertale at the time, even though like
See, I'm still sort of forgetting it.
Because like I drew some characters, and one of them was like Temmie, but like it was a Temmie that like had your beanie that you had at the time.
I wore that thing religiously. I have a pink one somewhere now. I don't know where it went.
Oh.
Wow, I'm like right now. I'm trying to finish this before I go.
And stay down there. Alright, so before we end stream, I do want to see like if we're comfortable with naming the axolotls, or at least naming one of them.
Name it Fred.
You all go to the same college too? No, actually, Brandon, I don't think you've gone to college, have you?
I haven't yet. I'd like to at some point, but
And Luna had talked about it. You were talking about maybe going next year, I think you said?
Maybe. I want to get settled with whatever situation we were gonna do first.
Because we had talked about getting a place together,
Yeah.
but I
want to get settled
that's
first.
kind of up in the air a bit. What with you not being able to transport yourself and you kind of being stuck where you are.
Yeah. I think this is kind of my curse. I think I'm just here now.
But
kind of my
I
curse.
went to a community college. I only had like 2 colleges in mind because I had only gotten to tour 2, which were the same 2 colleges that I believe we all toured while at Tech. God, it's all it's cracked up to be, but it's also not that bad. Yeah, college really depends on what your goals are because while you can learn a lot at college, you can also like teach yourself a lot or like find other means of learning. I'm knocking the mic. Like I still feel like I got something out of my graphic design course, but I feel like I didn't quite get what I was expecting from it. Especially with their attempts at like teaching you business skills and like stuff like that, and it's like I still like struggle to write a resume. So thanks, guys.
And the constant abuse our teacher managed to, pull off.
Ms. Walsh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just
Miss
realized I have 2
Walsh.
degrees in
and,
April. Holy crap! Oh, for sure. What's your? I know music, but what was your minor or like your other major? I'm sorry, you probably told me before, but I can't remember it at the moment.
Eat stick.
Yeah, Ms. Walsh was our instructor at the technical center we went to. All of us were in the graphic design program, and she was not the greatest, to say the least.
No.
Weirdly, my my sister-in-law doesn't remember her being as bad as she was for us, but still was like, she wasn't super great.
She took away the internet that we needed for work because of some idiot deciding to put a freaking picture in the vending machine.
Well, not ours. At least I don't remember ours. It
I
was the
think
other
it was
days.
on our
It was,
side.
yeah, it was the other class because we had the A and B days. So let me lay down what happened here because it is hilarious looking back. Also, vocal performance and music technology with an emphasis in piano. Nice. But yeah, WTF? Yeah, so here's the story. So right outside our like classroom, whatever the heck you want to call it, was the vending machines at this place. And so they made it the graphic design course's responsibility to empty the vending machines of like expired stuff, take the money out and do cash up, count that up, and then have the instructor verify it. And we also like had to restock and everything. And one day, I don't remember who it was with me. But I went out.
You and Noah.
It was me and Noah? Okay. Noah's a friend we've tried reaching out to, but haven't had much luck getting back in contact with since college. Not college, Tech. But anyways, he was kind of a part of our original trio of goofballs. But him and I went out to do it because it was our day to do it or whatever. And we open it up. And sitting in like the middle row, in one of the little swirly things, was a picture of Nick Cage doing the "you don't say" face. It was a screenshot straight from the movie where it comes from. And we brought it in, and we're like, we found this in the vending machine, and Ms. Walsh just like went full dictator on it. Like she had no chill. So she like posted a thing about it, about like how we're gonna find out who it is because we've got cameras, we can ask witnesses, our criminal justice program can do fingerprinting and all this stuff, and it's like, woman, it was a meme. It was a joke. And the reason why we weren't suspected, like, our day, because we were on, like, A and the other was day B or whatever. Yeah, is she good? Like, so, like, the reason we knew it wasn't, like, it couldn't have been us was, like, because of it being every other day. It wasn't there when we did it our previous day. So the other day was the B day, so it would have had to been someone from the other class. So she took away their internet until one of them, or whoever stepped up. And I forget who...
So dumb. It was Emily.
Yeah, Emily Moulton and someone else.
Now, did they actually do it, or did they, like, say they did it so that
it was
she
them.
would stop?
It was them.
I was good friends with Emily, and she was the one who did it.
I remembered something about like somebody coming forward about it just to shut her up, but I probably
Someone
heard it
tried
wrong.
that, and she was like, "No, you didn't do it," and told him to back off.
Yeah, she was not only that, but like she wasn't like that good of a teacher either. Like I asked her for help on something, and like
She
she
wasn't
couldn't
good
figure
of a
out what
teacher
to
nor
do
an
about
artist,
it.
so not that art really had anything to do with graphic design to a point, but
Also, like she had this thing so she could see like what everyone was doing at any time on their computer. And like one of the first classes, I was just messing around in Photoshop. I was making memes because I was 13 years old, and like, why would you expect maturity from a 13-year-old? Like I was just making memes in Photoshop. I had like almost never used Photoshop before, so I was just like cutting out stuff from pictures and layering them and adding text because I thought it was funny. And at the time, my favorite meme was the "Go home, blank, you're drunk" memes. I thought they were hilarious. My favorite one was like Itachi sitting on top of a roof in the from Naruto and like the Leaf Village or whatever. He's like, "I am Batman. I am the knight," and somebody being like, "Itachi, go home. You're drunk." I thought it was hilarious. So I'm making one. I found a random picture of a snowman because I tried using a picture of Olaf and I couldn't get it to work because I didn't know anything about selection tools because, again, I was 13 and I barely used Photoshop. So I found a random picture, random PNG of a snowman, put it on like a dock at a beach or something, and I was trying to put like, "Go home, Olaf, you're drunk." And so like
Hey, Brandon.
she
you know what?
decides
I
to share my
think I got
screen
it.
with everyone and starts lecturing us about how not to do this because our job as graphic designers is to only improve things with our like skills and not make things worse or
Superpower.
whatever or something
I
like
think
that.
she
And
literally
so I'm
put
like,
it as
okay, all right,
superpower.
I'll freaking stop.
Yeah.
I'll delete it. I'll whatever. Just stop sharing my screen. She like made a whole big thing about it and just like exposing me in front of the other class of like
Who literally
other
didn't care.
teenagers.
Also, your roof is a little,
Not to mention, I was a sophomore, so it's like all these like juniors sitting here, like, what the heck, woman? Like, you could have walked up and been like, "Hey, man, don't do that," which I still would have been like, "Eh," but like it would have been like more reasonable than friggin' like, yeah, she was kind of a bully.
Yeah.
and nobody believed me until it happened.
Didn't she have your parents come in one day to talk to you?
Oh no!
I remember you had to stay after one day, and like your parents came in or something.
Brandon, remember what happened with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you
No,
don't have to
so
talk about it if you don't
literally,
want to. I just remembered that randomly.
I don't remember like why, but I do vaguely remember something similar. Like, so I wanted to sign up for the computer system repairs class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what my mother did?
What'd she do?
What?
To quote, teach me a lesson. She talked to the freaking superintendent at TCTC and put me in the graphics design class because it would be a rougher class for me. To teach me a
What?
lesson about not getting what I want.
Yeah, I remember that.
What?
Your dad told me that, Brandon.
Yeah.
Your
That
father
is-
actually
that
told
is
me that.
so dumb.
Well, I didn't hear it from my mother. I heard it from Brandon's father.
Yeah.
But like, I
So-
do remember seeing you after class one day. Like, I was leaving to get on the bus, and I saw you sitting there with Ms. Walsh and like two other people who I assumed were your parents.
I don't really know.
I mean, this was like 2015, so it's been a while. But like, I just remember that randomly, and I don't think I ever asked you about it because I was like, it's not my business.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of just bull crap that goes on in my life.
I
I
remember
always end up in
I got teased
situations.
by one of the second years because they had people who were in our class for 1 year or 2 years, never 3 years. Which honestly, I don't know why you would stay for a second year, but
Yeah.
You stayed for the
Anyways,
second
it
year. You can use the
was-
better
was it-
computer.
what was his name? He was a redhead. He had glasses. It wasn't Conrad. It was the other guy.
I only remember Conrad.
He was in your class, Brendan. Ryan, was that his name?
Yes, something
So,
like that.
We had like a set curriculum of like stuff we had to work on throughout the year, and one of them was a newsletter. And again, me being a teenager, like I was just a nerd, and I was into stuff I thought was cool. And I thought it'd be neat to do some research for myself and use it for a class project to do some research on the breeding mechanics in Pokemon games. At the time, Gen 6 was new, and I wanted to look it up anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll treat it like a Pokemon newsletter or whatever that just like gives tips or something to Pokemon trainers. At the time, I didn't know what EV training was, which also has to do with breeding, which is like, that actually is a pretty big thing in the Pokemon community. I still have the newsletter. I might read it on stream sometime or like show it off. I don't want to do it right now because it is kind of late. And stream's already been going on for like almost 2.5 hours. But I will probably share that sometime because I think it was pretty cool. But like, we were working on them, and like some of the Class B students were there, or like Day B students were there on an A day because they needed to catch up on it or whatever. And so he was there, and we were like talking about what we were doing, and I forget what he was doing it on, but like I mentioned about me doing the Pokemon breeding thing, and like he made Pika Pika jokes at me like for the next hour. Like, wow, dude.
It's like,
This
bruh.
is a second-year student, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Speaking of second years, and Conrad, I don't know if you
Don't
remember
like
this,
him.
Luna, but Conrad, like, yelled super loud when I got my certification. So the main point of the class was to get your Adobe Certified Associate certification, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. But that's literally what it says. Adobe Certified Associate certification for Photoshop.
You get Photoshop and Illustrator if you pass the class.
See, I didn't get Illustrator. I never had the opportunity to do Illustrator.
I didn't get it either, but also because the program was like really, really confusing.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, I mainly use Illustrator now for like YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
But like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so
I
like
learned nothing from that
the first
class.
time we did it, because they would have us do a preliminary go through just to like test our knowledge and see where we need to improve and stuff. And literally everyone else got a 100 or 200 average. I got 550 points.
Didn't you beat Miss Walsh?
I did eventually, but my first try
score.
going through with barely any experience with Photoshop aside from like messing around with the cracked version. And guess what? You had to get out of 1,000 points, and the passing score was 700. I was 150 points off. First time doing this, barely any Photoshop experience, and it's like, holy crap! And they're like, I think mine took a while to get through for me or whatever. Like it was taking forever to load. And so they're like, I was the last one to like read off my score or whatever. I'm like, Jacob, what'd you get? Because I was like, whoa. And I'm like, 550. And Conrad's just like, what? And I'm just like, yeah, B.
I think I had the lowest just because friggin' person with learning disability trying to learn business stuff in a business
If it was the lowest, it wasn't by much. Because I think one person was like 200 or so, and everybody else was like around 100 to 190.
I think Shay was in my class, and he got like nothing pretty much.
Wow. And the thing is, you get like 25. I figured it. You get like 25 points per correct question. So he got literally no correct questions. No correct answers.
It wasn't nothing, but it was very low score. He ended up getting kicked out of the class.
So my second time through, I passed just barely with the 700 mark. And then the next time they had everybody do it, because they did it multiple times throughout the semester or year or whatever. throughout the year. And I asked if I could take it again, just because I was like, I feel kind of cheap getting it just by the skin of my teeth, so I'd like to see if I could get a higher score. So I did it, and then it wouldn't let me print for some reason. Like, the page stopped loading, which the website we used for it was crappy. So, like, it would often crash on people in the middle of taking a test, and they would have to start over or whatever. And so I took it again. And somehow, when I went to print my second go-through that day, it printed both of my go-throughs. And the first one, I had 900 points. The second one had 850. So somehow, between those two tests, I got 2 questions wrong that I initially got right.
I don't know how you did that up there, Brandon.
But, like, my score was 900, which surprised Ms. Walsh because her score from when she got it we were working with, like, Photoshop CS6, transitioning just barely into CC, like 2014.
It was 2015 is the one I ended up certifying with.
I did it with CS6, I believe.
Yeah.
I'd have to go through and find it because I don't remember where my binder is for it.
Yeah.
But I got 900 points, and hers was like 800 something.
Yeah,
It's
didn't
like-
she get so mad? I know she got really mad at somebody for beating her score.
I don't know if it was me. She didn't act mad towards me, but I'm just
That's
like,
not
I beat
well, not
the
really
teacher's
mad, but she wasn't really mad, but she was just like, well,
score. And again, like, hers was so old that was likely expired because guess what? Your certification only lasts 3 years.
yeah.
I graduated college with an expired certification. And because I got it in 2015 and it expired after 2018. Hers was from Photoshop C3.
Oh, God.
C3. Not even Creative Suite.
That's old.
It was
Holy
freaking
wow.
old. It was from like the 90s. Like, holy crap, dude.
I don't
You can
think
get
that is
that
out
for
of date.
free now.
And then she's like, I guess maybe I should go and recertify. Yeah!
Yeah, you probably should.
If your certification is that old and expires after 3 years, like, you should probably recertify.
I don't think I learned anything from that class.
You've got to be able to sit there and use
I
the
remember you
program.
not being that
too, so-
bad with it.
But
I am somebody who has trouble learning, so
Which, I mean, fair. All of us have our shortcomings with it.
Yeah.
We can't help
because you
them.
can use a program and get pretty good at using it, but then when you stop using it, it's just like,
Oh,
how do I use this
especially-
now?
Especially.
Because since graduating, I've been using Photoshop almost daily, so it's kind of
Yeah,
the
I
back of my
opened up
hand now.
InDesign
But
for something like a couple
Oh,
months ago, and it was
no.
just like square brain. I don't remember how to use this at all.
yeah, I had to make. I don't remember what I was making. I think it was a yard sale sign in InDesign, and I ended up going to Photoshop and making it there instead.
Yeah. See, I got used to using Illustrator because I took a class for Illustrator in college, and
Yeah.
I used to like draw on my laptop because it had a touchscreen, so I
Yeah.
used Illustrator a lot. And then it took me a while to get back into Photoshop. InDesign, like, did not use except for one class in college for like a couple things, and a couple of lessons from tech.
Yeah.
It's like,
Border.
I don't really do a lot of text processing, and if I need to do that, like, I have Google Docs.
Yeah. Google Docs is great.
me with my text editor. Yeah,
Ah, with your
literally.
Linux,
Hey,
Penguin slander.
hey. I learned how to use that, which is a feat. Because really, the only thing that I learned how to do was computer part go in slot.
Yeah, she has Linux. She built her own computer and put Linux on it.
Yep. I really wanted to get into the systems repair class.
See, I thought about
I-
it, but I realized my brain is not built to understand computers the way you need to for that.
Yeah.
I have a very rough understanding of stuff. I can put things together, I can troubleshoot, but I am not good with the software stuff.
Like, I am not good. I'm not as good as I would like to think with math. Like,
Math. Ew.
which computers does have something to do with. Like, I excel at reading and writing, which says something about me wanting to be a musician when music is in and itself
Yeah.
somewhat to do with math. Can't say anything
Texture.
because I'm on a Mac, but yeah.
Yes.
That was another thing. In college, we only had Mac computers.
Yikes.
Mac
like,
computers are great for
Mac-
business.
Mac
And
computers.
whatnot.
So the thing is, Mac computers are all right for like creative stuff, but like I hate Mac
Yeah.
because I just don't like the keyboard. I don't like the way the operating system's set up.
Their
It's
keyboard
so much
sucks.
easier to do things in Windows to me. That's
Yeah.
also why I'll never have an iPhone because I don't like iPhones. I don't like only having one button that all it does is send you home.
Yeah.
And like, what is it? You have to double tap, triple tap it to open up like your tasks, your like
Well,
running apps to close them.
The new iPhones don't even have that button anymore.
Oh yeah.
So.
So it's like, what the heck? I
But
love
neither
Logic
do
and
the new
everything. That's
Samsungs
fine.
either,
Give it
so.
up. I don't know, musician's
Me,
gonna
still with a 7-year-old
See,
phone that
I-
works fine.
I would maybe get a Mac laptop or something just to use Logic because my limited experience with Logic, it is what I would prefer to use as a music program. But being stuck with Windows, I've got Magic's Music Maker and Cakewalk by BandLab.
I get whatever
I've tried
generic program.
I've tried Ableton, couldn't understand it, and if I have to take a tutorial to learn how to add tracks, that's kind of sad. That shows that
Yeah.
you failed at making a good DAW. When to do the most basic things, you have to look at tutorial. You have failed at making a good program.
Brandon, how did you do this?
How
My
did I
brain
do this?
Trying, cause no, it's just the roof. I don't know.
offering lessons.
Ow.
My brain is dying.
My brain is kind of.
Also, I just don't particularly
Alright.
like the look of Ableton. I've tried out FL Studio, didn't really care for that. Avid, literally couldn't get it to run on my computer. Had everything installed. I'd go to open it. It said something was missing. It's like, I have everything installed. What do you mean you can't run? And then like Studio One, I tried getting to work, and same issue as Ableton. Like, couldn't figure out how to do anything. Like,
I'm
I
stuck
couldn't even
with
figure out
whatever.
how to open up like File Manager and like click and drag things over. Like, if that being one of the most basic things for a DAW, if that can't be done like just intuitively,
I fucked it up.
that's bad.
My brain.
Let's see. I haven't tried Reaper. I haven't
Fucked it up.
tried
You
Reason.
didn't. It's fine.
But
No,
I
I
don't
did.
remember if those.
I
I
need
think
slightly
Reaper
off.
has like a 60-day free trial.
No,
No,
it's
it's
fine.
I've never really tried
No,
it.
it's
not.
come here.
It's not.
I
get
did
here.
it with my monitors
It's off.
because I got like Studio One
It's
monitors or
lopsided.
whatever. Oh, Pro Tools. That was when yeah, Studio One Pro Tools or whatever.
See,
Or Avid Pro Tools. Yeah.
it's like
I
half a
tried
slab.
that, didn't really work. But I think these are Studio One monitors or whatever. It came with like a free version of like Studio One Prime or something like that.
Free.
Hang on. Check my email for it.
Man, you guys have talent.
Alan.
Lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, they were
right.
PreSonus monitors. Your monitors are badass, though. You've got to do a music stream with that sometime. Maybe for New Year's I'll do it, because I've got New Year's weekend off. Yeah, it came with a free Studio One Prime and Studio Magic plugin suite when I bought the monitors, which I haven't downloaded yet. Actually, no, I push buttons. Wait, what did I say that you refer to that with? I wasn't paying attention. Is there a... There's a bee outside. I forgot there's a hive, like, right there. Also, sorry, both of you, that I've just kind of been standing there doing nothing.
We're trying to figure out how Brandon did this roof, and he doesn't even know how he did it.
Wow. Mr.
My
Brandon and
brain
Luna.
is kind of...
What did Brandon and Luna say? Oh, you were like, oh, you have talent?
Yeah, I'm
I mean-
jealous.
I
have
click
no
and
talent.
drag and press buttons.
I literally just
I'm
shoved things in
something
the
of
right
a-
hole.
I'm something of a creative type myself.
I literally just shove things in the right hole and then turn the switch on.
That just makes
No,
me think of the TikTok or like whatever video of like friggin' the person, like the woman who's like telling the kid like how, like congratulating them on putting the stuff in the right hole, and they're just like shoving everything in the square hole.
Oh, I did it
It's
wrong
just like-
again.
Oh, okay. I
Brenda,
guess that works. And somebody was like programmers,
stand
and
right
I'm like,
here.
ha!
It's down one. Yeah. Ow.
All right, I'm done with this roof.
That Bethesda mindset. It just works.
Yes, it just works.
Yeah, I'm just kind of not a creative type. I'm kind of
But yeah.
really boring.
A lot
Not
of
everyone is
a lot
creative.
of what
anyway.
a lot of what I do in my DAW is like click and drag and like change stuff from there.
Mm,
Or I like have a
I've
plugin
been-
that makes MIDI and I go through that. But like
Yeah.
I do not have the ability to like play my own stuff, which sucks because I have two old keyboards that I would love to use because I love the sounds they have, but finding time to teach yourself piano with a full-time job and also like other responsibilities is kind of a pain.
I mean, I guess I'm
Quarter of a
okay at
degree in button
keeping.
pushing.
I'm good at keeping my plants alive, I guess.
I have
Botany.
a degree in
Had
adding
these plants for
layers
3 years.
to images to make them look nice. Botany is a
Mm,
talent. It is actually.
Yeah.
Botany is
It is.
not many people can keep plants alive,
No, not very many people can keep plants
especially
alive.
especially to the extent of like it actually thriving.
Yeah,
I've had the same 3 jade plants for 3 years.
Holy,
yeah.
that
That's
is
a skill in
dedication.
itself. Because some people just give up after a while. They're just like, oh, every plant I have has died, so I just gave up.
Talent.
And now I have 2 more plants as of this year.
Yeah.
So,
Was it one of your jade plants that you said the cat ate part of once?
no, that was my purple clovers.
I remember you texting me just like, cat ate one of my plants. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
I was sad. It like left the stalks alone, but it ate all like the purple clover heads, and it was just really sad to look at. And then it died for like 6 months, and then it came back.
Oh. Wait, when did you send this to me earlier, Brendan? Was that why you asked for my Steam?
What?
The golf with your friends?
Yeah, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had sent me that. I didn't even get a notification.
I did.
Like the two games Luna. Okay, listen, the 2 games that Luna sent me, I got an email for. It told me, hey, you have a Steam gift. I'm like, cool. And I accept it and I install it. Yours, I got no notice of whatsoever. Next stream?
That's
Maybe.
weird.
Maybe. Maybe we'll play golf with
Okay.
friends. The thing is, now that you're expanding my game library, it's like, what game do we play now? Because we've got Spengineers that we haven't done like much with. We have this. We have Minecraft, which we're always doing. We're doing something different, like almost every week or every other week.
Yeah.
Is it
We've
the
got
server?
like Risk of Rain, which we haven't touched in forever, and I still haven't figured out if I can even stream it now with my
New
better
update
internet.
comes out. So.
We're
and
waiting
new
for the new
update.
update. Because there's going to be a DLC in Q1 of next year. And then we're going to start playing it more regularly again.
But I'm glad you two have made progress, and I'm just like, haha, funny fish.
Well, we're also kind of professing our entire lives and how much like to 2 people.
The Umer lore stream, Lizard Go Burr, yes. We're truly becoming content creators in 2021. We're doing a lore stream.
Yes.
I
A
mean,
Minecraft lore stream. Big fan of the Boomer lore.
you're kind of the only one that does content creation, Jacob.
Right now, I feel like you two could definitely do it just as well as me.
I can't talk to a camera.
I can't talk to a camera either.
I mean, I'm talking to a screen. I'm not even like looking at the camera hardly, and my camera's
Yeah,
barely
I
looking
know.
at me. I just realized. It's like
You know,
I
yeah,
set it down
I
and it
couldn't
was
do
like
that.
looking behind me.
I'm good.
I can't like.
Oh, you can see the
I-
box behind me that my monitors came in.
I get self-conscious when people ask me to stream myself drawing and whatnot.
I mean, you don't even have to talk or show yourself. Like just like
I know, but it's like, but
music,
people are watching
screen
me.
share, like whatever. Like
Yeah, so no,
see,
I
I've
tried,
I've
can't
never
do
really
it.
weirdly, I've never really been nervous about people watching me. Like even when I first started streaming, it's like I was more worried
Yeah.
about people not watching me than people watching me.
I have this
It's like I'm
dumb
gonna
habit.
stream to no one forever.
I have this dumb habit with video games. It's like I don't even get frustrated. I just have a habit of, oh, I died, quits out of the game and forgets
I can
about
close
it
my
for like
eyes
an
and
hour.
look at it. I do it at least once a day.
I pretty much, if something goes wrong in a video game, for some reason I just quit out of the game and forget about it for an hour and then go
Yeah.
back to it.
I mean, some streamers like will do multiple games in a stream. You can just be like, all right, we're gonna take a break from this and do this.
Well, it's not even like, oh, haha, I'm frustrated. It's, oh,
No, I get that,
okay.
but like you can play it off, and then it doesn't seem like.
Oh, he's rage quitting. Yeah.
I mean, even if they
don't even
do
get
go
mad.
and say rage quitter, you just be like haters and move on. Like, but yeah, like even like I look back at some of my old content, like videos I still have up, and I'm like, man, I was brave. It's like I go and look at my videos from like 2017, 2018 when I like first started showing myself on YouTube. I like don't have a mic. I'm using my DSLR to record myself, but trying to stay under the 10-minute time limit it has because it doesn't like to record past 10, 11 minutes. It'll just like stop recording with no reason. And like my hair was down like this. Like I didn't do anything to style my hair. I like wore the dorky clothes that I wear. I mean, I dress differently somewhat now, but I'm still kind of a dork. Like I didn't even try to speak up, so I'm like standing 3-4 feet away from this camera and you can barely hear me, and I had no idea about sound mixing. So it's like I'm sitting here talking about this stuff. I look like I'm like 18, 19, and I look like I'm 15. It's like but I look back at that now, I laugh because I'm like, haha, I used to suck so much.
I mean, yeah, it's always nice to look back at your old work and see how much you've improved. But
And like you can't do that if you don't start. Like you're not going to be good at something the first time you do it. But it's the failures that make the successes happen. I feel like I went through a whole faceless YouTuber thing and it's super cringy. Yeah, see, I for some reason
guys,
was
it's your
like,
boy.
1 year anniversary, let's go. I'm going to show my face for absolutely no reason.
10
then from
subscriber
then on,
milestone.
Actually, when I did that, I had like 18 subscribers.
Uh,
18 subscribers. And I'm like,
20 subscriber
hey guys,
Q&A.
I just want to thank you so much for like 18 subscribers at the time of this recording. And then I like, in like Arial font, put like, 19. And it's
Helvetica.
like, ew, I hate Helvetica. I remember Ms. Walsh made us watch a whole video about like Helvetica.
Yeah,
it's
whole
like,
documentary
I
on
hate
Helvetica.
Helvetica for the same reason people hate Comic Sans. You and your 32 subscribers, you should have so many more. Like, legit. Legit. Like, you should have so many more than 32 subscribers. I'm a Times New Roman fan, personally. See, I just hate it so much, because it's like, people use it and they're like, it's this business professional font. It makes, like, no. Like, people hated Comic Sans because it was overused, but everybody likes Helvetica because it's like a mechanical sans serif font that, like, is easily readable. It's like, yeah, but it's boring.
It's lame. So lame they made a documentary about it.
Like, it's 2021. Who wants to be able to read? Like, joking aside, like, I hate it purely because of that. Because it's like, once they pointed out that it was like everywhere, I'm like, this font sucks. Yeah, Arial. See, I just like Arial just because it's become like the noob creator font. Like, I'm editing this in friggin' Windows Movie Maker, and that was me at one point because all I had was Windows Movie Maker to edit. And I hate that period of my content because it's like, but I don't hate it as much. It gives me an ick, and I don't know why. You know, I say I hate my Windows Movie Maker period, which was like my entire first year and a half or so. But like, I used to try editing in Photoshop because I found out Photoshop allowed you to like import video files, and it messed things up because I had no idea what I was doing. Desynced audio, like, it just looked bad because I didn't know anything about resolution and frame rate. And like my first few videos were just like, had this like white rectangle behind it because I didn't know I could like resize it to fit for some reason. And this is like, I was in college at this point. I had to use Photoshop a lot. And I was like, yeah, that looks good. And that was also back when I used to record with a free version of Bandicam. So, like, in 2016, when I started, I looked like a 2008 YouTuber. Like, the only thing missing was, like, the unregistered Hypercam 2, like, watermark. And, like, that would have been, like, yep, this is early YouTube. Like, holy crap. I was recording off my laptop because I didn't have a working desktop computer. And I started using my desktop computer after I had some money to fix it up. And then the motherboard got struck during a thunderstorm. And it was like a year or two before I was able to have enough money to fix that and completely replace like everything except for the original hard drive, which somehow survived, and like the graphics card, which I quickly replaced. What are you doing in my ear? Ew! Gross! Are you drinking honey?
Yes.
What the heck?
I'm gonna make it worse
The
for you. It
drinking
sounds like a
bowl.
dog. It sounds like a dog ready to vomit.
I just makes me think of the video of the dog that like swallowed algae or whatever. It's just like,
So it sounds like.
I'm sorry. It's just like,
It's what it sounds like.
oh man. It does though, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
You're welcome.
It's cursed
What
as
can I
frick.
say except you're welcome?
Oh, frick off.
I guess we're never gonna finish this route.
I guess we can
Probably not
find out
tonight.
on the next stream because it's almost 3 hours. And I'm getting
Find out
tired
next
of the
time
sound
on
of
Umer Ball Z.
Uber Ball Z
Don't like that.
or Umer Boomer Zoomer.
Yes, Umer Boom. Yes.
Obs. OBDZ. Alright. But seriously, I hope y'all have enjoyed watching Kelsey, but like anybody else who sees this while it's still up on Twitch as a VOD, and whenever I finally get around to making a VOD channel, which I still plan to do, but I have not gotten around to yet, because I've got like over 30 VODs to upload before that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. It's been... Have a good night. Yep. But I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, remember to follow the Twitch channel if you haven't. Remember to check out the About section for the channel to find my socials. There's a link tree for my YouTube, Spotify, and Twitter. YouTube and Twitter are a good place to be notified of when I go live as well as see what I'm working on elsewhere. I do updates and stuff on Twitter, and I post semi-regularly compared to this on YouTube. Spotify, just if you want to check out my music, and if you like my music, check out my merch store, which I got some new designs in for my songs Reminisce, Crazy Things, and also Reminisce again. I got shirts and hoodies and stickers and posters and all that junk. I even got a couple of mugs. So if you want a mug with my mug on it, go check it out. Also, if you want to support me monetarily but don't want to spend a bunch on stuff from Teespring, I got a link where you can donate through PayPal. That is pretty much it. I would say check these guys out, but they don't really have anything to check out at the moment. I mean, I guess you could check out Brandon's Deviant art. Is it Eternal Husky or whatever? But yeah, so hope you have a great night when you're seeing this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.